Well, welcome out to the castle, as we like to call it. We are at home, our first game of the playoffs. It's Ken Conan, Aaron Sundin, Jeff Tiersick in the booth tonight. This booth is brought to you by Derek Building Solutions. Thank you, Derek, for being part of our program and streaming and being our diamond sponsor this year and sponsoring our booth. One of our main mans, Aaron Sundin's got his take pregame here.
Playoffs, Ken. This is going to be a lot of fun.
Playoffs!
We're in the playoffs!
We're in the playoffs! Love it.
Yes, and a familiar opponent, Chi High, comes into town, the Chippewa Falls Cardinals. They're coming into tonight's contest with a record of 4-5, 3-4 in the Big Rivers Conference. They're coming off a must-win victory last week against Superior, 10-6. So barely skated by in that game.
Wow.
So they squeak in with a losing record, which happens from time to time when it comes to the playoffs. But Hudson gets the 1 seed. Chip is obviously the 8 seed.
And how about that,
section.
the 1 seed?
Yeah.
Hello, Heidi-ho, neighbor, huh?
Yeah, we'll talk about that a little bit, too. But they're led by longtime coach and Wisconsin Hall of Fame inductee Chuck Rakovic. Again, with him, always coaches these teams well when Hudson and Chippewa play, so keep an eye on that. On the season, the Cards are minus 11 in point differential, scoring 148 points while giving up 159. Just by comparison, Hudson on the year has scored 268.
Wow.
And they've given up 83 for a 183-plus point difference. So
what a combo that is, my friend.
Big difference, big difference.
Big time.
On paper, you can kind of see the difference of these two teams. Senior quarterback number 7, Mason Von Hayden, he'll lead the offense. He's averaging about 100 yards a game in the air with 9 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. He's also got 188 yards on the ground with 4 touchdowns, but not really a threat to run. They're going to, again, I'll get into this. They don't have a lot of identity on offense, so you're going to just kind of see them try to mix it up a little bit.
Sure.
Junior number 1, Jackson LeMay, is the top rusher for the Cards, averaging about 53 yards a game. He didn't play last week against Superior, but I saw him in warm-ups, so I expect him to be playing tonight. That's number 1.
And here comes your Hudson Raiders! Led out by the captains carrying the American flag, the POW flag, and the Hudson Raider flag. There's nothing like those guys coming out of that helmet. There's something about it. Just awesome.
Yep, that's really cool. So LeMay, I think, will be in the lineup. Number 1. Also keep an eye on number 2, Xander Neal in the backfield.
All right.
Number 10, junior receiver Jackson Boland is the team's top receiver. He averages about 9 yards a catch.
Okay.
4 touchdowns. But they, like I said, there's not a lot of identity on this offense. But we know from past experience, there have been some teams where Chippewa had no business beating Hudson. One time it was for a conference championship, another time it was in the playoffs.
Right.
They come in, they play hard. Coach Rakovic will probably pull out all the tricks tonight. I'd expect to maybe see a fake punt.
Sure.
Be aggressive on 4th down, especially early. But again, it's an uphill battle for them. We saw a great game last week from Hudson. I just wanted to say, we talked a lot about trying to get get the ball into Tyler Lassard's hands. Last week it happened.
Yeah.
Kudos out to Ryland Schultz because that was tough conditions to throw the football. He put it right on spot. And
wind
let
up to
him
30.
make the plays.
Yeah.
So
it's a good call out.
We'll talk about that a little bit as playoffs go on and kind of some things that I'd like to see the Hudson offense maybe try to transition to when it comes to just being prepared for tougher competition. We'll talk about that more as we go.
Welcome to Hudson High School.
We're just doing kids talking real quick about not smoking in the stands, which you shouldn't smoke in the stands.
That's bad.
That's bad. Don't do that. If you missed it, we had a fun pregame with the Bleacher Creatures that got on the field with those guys and talk some shop with them. We tried to do something where we could air it a little bit more not live, but it never worked out. So we just went live, and the guys did a great job. So if you missed that, you can always jump back to the front of our recording and
quite
catch
a few
that.
Mario and Luigi guys out there.
Yep, they had Luigi, Mario. I forget the other two, Spider-Man, and I don't know. I was Hudson. I was Raider streaming. Let's go. Great job by our choir singers. We had a football player in there. We had Ray Dare in there and some other folks singing and doing a great job of our national anthem.
Good mix, yeah.
Yeah, great mix. And it's costume night tonight in the stands.
I see that. Lots of different varieties of costumes down there. I'm sure we'll get plenty of shots. It looks like Jeff's got the camera down there right now. So,
yeah. My favorite, and it's from The Incredibles. You remember that show?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So somebody was down there, and just anyway. We'll see if we can't highlight them later if they pop out of the stands.
Mr. Incredible, or was it?
It was the female, his wife in the show.
Yeah.
Is it Miss Incredible? I don't know.
She was kind of Elastic
Girl. Then who was the guy with the big collar that was the bad guy? Jeff. We're testing you. Again, I think it's in that same series. We'll think of it anyway. They were dialed. They had it just nailed. It was like, well, that is perfect.
Yeah.
And then a quick shout out to ATE's family. I ran into those guys. One of his fans, younger guy, lifts up his jersey and underneath it's got mustachios and a big mustache on his chest. I'm like, that a boy. He was pretty. He was like, you could tell he was anxious to show me. I'm like, all right, here we go. What do you got? What do you got? Love it. Loving the fans. Always fun to be back home. And Grandma Yeager's in the stands. We've got some other grandmas that made it out, which is great.
Awesome.
Yep. She made sure to give me the eye, and then she gave me the 2 and 2 for the double deuce.
Nice.
I'm like, boom, right back at you. She's great. Love our fans. Thank you guys. As always, thank you guys for tuning in to Raider Streaming and the River Channel. We couldn't do this without you, and really, really enjoy all your comments. Syndrome, that was the bad guy? Buddy Pine. Thank you. And then Jeff is spoiling us tonight. He brought some homemade pastrami.
Yeah, it's really good.
That is phenomenal. From Goose. Which
Nice
I don't
work.
I don't
Nice
know
work,
how you
Jeff.
do that. He's a genius on the grill. Or the smoker. Smoker?
So we're in playoff mode here now, Ked.
Right.
So this is kind of the new season.
That's
and
right.
And if
That's
you
right.
think about it, it's 5 games if you get to state. So it's half your season right now.
Isn't that crazy
You
to
almost
say?
have
Yeah.
to look at it
Right.
as, okay, we're 2/3 of the way through.
Right.
Keep that mentality. But a lot of things, this is where depth matters. You know, in a game like tonight, I fully anticipate Hudson to be in control, be able to probably play a lot of kids.
Yeah.
But going into next week, that's a whole different ball game. You probably draw Nina, so you're getting a Fox Valley team that's got experience, that's got playoff experience, got
Sure.
state playoff experience.
Sure.
They play the Kimberleys, they play the Kaukanas, they play the Appleton Norths. So tonight's a good test for the Raiders. It's about building on momentum. You had a big win last week,
Right.
big conference win, but the competition gets harder from here.
Right.
Every step you take is a bigger challenge, and so
Well, and it's interesting from a timing perspective because you start to see some of the guys that got hurt in the first or second or third game, like Betts is back now, right? And just like him building on, I mean, being back, it's like, oh my gosh, I'm back in action, right? And so
Right.
getting that mindset again, like, all right, here we go.
Right.
Like, let's smash mouth football. Let's go.
interesting that you say that because I was talking to one of the dads,
Yeah.
and one of the offensive linemen we've called out several times this year, and all those guys have done a great job, but Thomas England,
Yeah.
he was not an offensive lineman before that injury happened. So he was on the defensive side, moved him to
Oh, my
offensive
goodness.
line.
Right.
Done a fantastic
Right.
job
Yeah.
filling in that
Yeah.
spot.
Interesting.
So, again, the depth matters, and it really matters in playoffs because you're going to find there are some games where they're going to key on certain things. They're going to key on certain people. Maybe it's a run game. Maybe
Sure.
it's, Tyler Lassard, whatever. So you got to have these guys that have played a role during the season.
Hudson will field this at the 15. Runs into some traffic out to about the 25-yard line.
So I think tonight's about building momentum.
Yeah.
And again, on paper, you certainly match up very well with this Chippewa team. They're not very big, usually pretty quick. But when we saw them earlier in the season, we were pretty banged up. It was kind of that, we beat Marshfield. That went well.
Yep.
We lost to Spash. Had some injuries in that game. Of course, had the injury where there was a pause in the action due to having to get a player off the field. But Hudson's a different team, though. Much more dynamic on offense.
Rolling out for the option here. Pitches it on over.
Oh, ball out.
Fumble, ball down. And
boy.
that's a wild card with these games.
Play.
Get some turnovers early on. Get that Chippewa team with some momentum. And there they are. Just an unforced error out on that edge there.
Yeah, just Jamison not able to tuck that thing away and gets popped out. Good field position here for the Cardinals here. Just 15 seconds into this first quarter.
Well, and I mentioned it last game, but all these games in the playoffs, it's about possession, ball control, and turnover battle is always a big component, in these games.
Right, absolutely, and it's hard to if you lose the turnover battle. Last week we had 3, we were +3 in the turnover side.
That's right.
That was huge.
Chip with it. They'll hand this one off up the middle. Bounces for maybe 1 or 2. That defensive Hudson pretty stout in the middle.
And that's the heart and soul of this, and that's why I think this team could make a deep run in the playoffs, because they're not going to give up a lot of points. You're going to see some more dynamic offenses coming through as you get deeper in the playoffs. But again, they've proven this year, even that Spash game, that was 21 points they gave up.
Right. Second down here. 2nd and 8. Cardinals will had 3 up top there. They'll move 1 down. He'll head back out. Hand off again up the middle. Picks up a couple more that time. Rambles to about the 20-yard line. Bring up a 3rd and 4. So they'll mark it actually at the 21-yard line.
So in the past, Chippewa has run with a much more full backfield. They'll run a lot of counters. They'll run a lot of lead plays with lead blockers out of the backfield. Not seeing that this year. We didn't see that earlier in the year. That time they have a single back in their back with the quarterback. So, again, just a little bit different offense than you're used to. So this is a wing T they're running right now. 2 backs right behind the tackles and tight ends. Just a quick handoff off the edge that
far
time.
Side, yep.
Going to get that.
Well, he got the edge and more. Here he goes. Scampers on into the end zone. Nope. Out of bounds at the 1-yard line. Wow, talk about picking it up and more. Chippewa coming to play tonight. You mentioned it earlier. They got nothing, nothing to lose.
They really just kind of backed into the playoffs.
A little bit, yeah.
I think had Memorial won or North won last week, North would have got in, but North ultimately lost. And again, the Cardinals got by on a real tight game against Superior, up in Superior, able to get in here, but you're playing with house money at this point.
Yeah.
You're an underdog, heavy underdog.
So they marked him out of bounds at the 6-yard line. 1st and goal here at the 6. Cardinals get set. They'll send a man in motion. Another handoff up the middle. Got room. Rambles down to the 1-yard line. Good play.
Neal with the carry, tackled by Aiden.
Like we've seen a lot this year, some big kids on that line for Chip, but Hudson certainly has a size advantage tonight. Saw that earlier in the year when these two teams played. Number 68, that left side of the line, 68 and 67. A couple of big kids there.
Yeah, definitely some big rigs.
6'5", 249.
Wow. Spread them
6'5",
out.
274, so a couple of big kids there.
Everybody spread out. Quarterback keeper.
Nothing there.
Nice job. Somebody got through early. Kept it at about the 1, I think.
Looked like Dalton came in on that play from his linebacker position. Disrupted that.
Von Hayden with the keeper, tackled by number 9, Zach Dalton. And 54.
3rd and 1 here. Come on, boys. Bend, but do not break. Let's keep them out. 3rd and 1. Cardinals They're going to
keeper.
push this one
I think
on
he
in.
got
That looks
there.
good to me.
Yep, he's in. Von Hayden with the score.
Touchdown for the Cardinals. So after that turnover by Hudson, really extremely good field position for the Cardinals here, and they make Hudson pay the piper there. Put 6 on them. Go for the point after, it looks like.
Well, you hit on it. I mean, turnovers are a big deal, and it's even a bigger issue in the playoffs where,
Whoa!
again, the competition
That
barely
was
got
good.
over.
High snap, kind of a bit of a knuckleball kick, but doesn't count how pretty it is. Just went through. She good. Well, Hudson, time to answer back. I'm going to spot him 7, I guess, to get this one going. Refs will have a little conference out there at the 14. Figuring out if they're going to Jonesy's or Willow River after the game. I'm sure of that.
You think that's what it is?
Probably. Maybe they're going down to San Pedro's or Barker's. Who knows? Maybe Pedro del Este.
So many options, Ken.
I know, right? Pedro del Este might be a little fancy for this crew, though. I do like that place. I like how small it is, and it's just kind of like lighting's always just right in there. All right, regroup, boys.
Yeah, but you're right about an answer here. I mean, I think Hudson needs to. We saw it happen last week, how quickly things turned once a couple turnovers got on the board against the Richmond. Hudson scored quickly.
Oh, those
15 points, and then.
Yeah, like in less than a minute and a half, right? I mean, it was so quick. Fielded at the 10, up to the 20. Bounces out to the outside, out of bounds at the 25-ish. Mark that at the 24. Yep, just get that up-tempo offense going and let it rip. It's got to be a little bit tough coming into a game like this where you feel like you have an obvious advantage over Chip.
Well, you can
mentally, you're almost like looking at you can't look ahead. You got to play this game like it's the last game because it could be if you don't play the game.
It's I mean, win and keep moving, right? Keep going.
Win it in. Chippewa showing up here. Pushed him to the outside. Didn't pick up any there. That was Roby on the carry.
Early observation, Peyton Pingle in the game. We've seen him play a lot this year, but he's in with that starting group.
Drop back to pass. Ooh, big throw up the middle.
Oh, I think
my goodness. And a flag down. Wow.
Yeah, and I think they're going to,
wow.
I don't know, that looked like he came back for the football. They're going to see what the penalty call is here. If they're going to call offensive pass, they're going to call it on Hudson. Maybe a push off there from Lessard.
All right. Duty section not real happy about that call. I'll have to say I'm not real happy either. I don't know. Did you see much there?
Well, a couple of defenders, and I think what you're going to start seeing in the playoffs here is teams are going to scout Hudson and look at Tyler Lessard and think, how are we going to protect against big plays?
Right.
And that's probably going to be
Hudson coming this way.
Oh, nice stick.
Big hit there at the 10. Loss of 1.
So it's going to be, do you cover, do you shade a safety that direction? Do you shade maybe a linebacker?
Right.
And so for the Hudson offense, and even, again, talking to Ryland Schultz about this, as a coach, you've got to be thinking, look for your secondary receivers because it's not always going to be open.
Yeah, nice run there.
You don't want to necessarily throw into double, triple coverage, even though you got a great receiver.
Right.
They've got to figure out ways to free him up, and they've also got to look at alternatives to be able to check the ball down to other receivers.
That's a great point. If he's getting double covered, you got a guy who's should have some room. You should have a guy that has some room. 4th down. Boy, quick 3 and out for Hudson here. Got to get the offensive machine going. Wile E. Coyote scrambles over the 50. Oh, a late hit out of bounds there.
That was
not
the
out of
punter.
bounds.
Schwartz
My
got there. I think he was still in bounds.
Ooh,
but
he
yeah,
was in
he
bounds.
kind of laid a tattoo on him there.
Put the smackdown out there.
But again, good field position for the Cards at their at the Hudson 41-yard line.
Do you want any of this action? It's going fast, dude. It like hit my vein. I'm starting to mainline this pastrami right now. My gosh. All right, defense back out on the field there after a quick 3-and-out by Hudson. Ball spotted at the 41-yard line. First and 10 for Chip. Little handoff going up the middle. Kick that just a little bit to the left. Still grinding and picked up maybe 3 yards on the carry.
Xander Neal, the ball carrier there, number 2. So if you're Chippewa, you kind of know, maybe the fact that Hudson's explosive, what you don't want to necessarily do is give them the ball back right away. So,
Right.
And again, I mentioned no real identity with Chippewa, but in the past, what we know is they like to run the football. And so I would fully expect, especially if they're getting 4 or 5 yards a pop and first and second down, that'll be the continued plan of their offense here.
No need to fix it. If it ain't broke, quarterback will drop back this time. So here's a pass.
Ooh.
Broke loose there at the end, but just a pass. Quite a few yards off target there as he was streaking down the near side here. Isn't that funny? We talk about, it's going to be a run. Here's the pass.
Exactly. Well, and
So
that's kind of a team that's, coming into this game at 4-5,
Right.
without feeling like they got a big chance to do it. So why not take a few
I'm with you.
take a few big shots out there,
I'm with you.
see what you can do. But these are the types of situations right here where the Hudson defense can put some pressure on, maybe create a turnover of their own. Keep an eye on those edges for Hudson.
Looking to
Pressure
go to the
coming
right
up the
side.
middle.
Yep. Oh, got loose. Scrambles.
Yeah, fans in front of me saw it too. There was a hold on the linebacker coming on the blitz. That was Stigler. Just grabbed a little jersey there as he was trying to pursue and make that tackle, but no call.
4th down coming up, 4th and 3. I would guess he would go for this, right? I mean, what's
You're
Nostradamus
4-5,
say?
right?
All right.
Yeah, absolutely.
Go for it.
Fully expect. Look for a hard count, but then again, keep an eye on those edges. They did have down on this side here. They're going to pack it in for a run play, but keep an eye on the edges, maybe for a receiver going down the seam.
Yep. Hand off to Tim
that
again.
edge. Good job on that edge out there that
goodness.
time. Got him.
Big hit. There you go.
Oh,
No, he's loose. Oh, my goodness. I thought for sure we had him down on that far side. We're going to have to hit the replay on that one.
yeah, I did too. I mean,
Right?
strung out real well that time.
Here we go, right here.
By Dickman. He just kind of popped out of there. It even looked from our vantage point like it might have been a fumble, but just a missed tackle by Hudson.
Yeah, everybody kind of crashed down, and then he just popped out. He's like, I'm not done running. Wow, crazy.
Well, certainly they had that contained and just didn't finish on the tackle. So just like that.
Similar to the last one. Crazy train. You would have told me 14 rep would be the score at 5:21 in the first quarter. I'd say, yeah, that seems about right. You told me it was Chippewa, I would have been like, I don't know.
Right.
It is Chippewa, folks. Hudson getting in a little hole here. Gotta get her going.
Yeah.
Yeesh.
And really, there's been nothing different from what they haven't really gone outside the norm of haven't had to do any trick plays or anything like that. It's been being able to get some yardage on first down. That particular play, again, Hudson defended it well. They just didn't finish. Strung out from that contain on the left side, and the corners came up. I'm not sure if there was a collision there between tacklers, but not able to finish. So coaches, I'm sure right now on the defensive side, just having a chat with their guys down here in front of us and saying, look, we got to finish these tackles, guys.
Yeah. Well, making it an interesting right out of the gate, I'll say, my friend. 5:21 left to go in this first quarter.
We've seen how Hudson can roll points up quickly. And, again, keeping control of these teenage boys and saying, look, no big deal. We can get through this.
You're right about that, yep.
But I think a drive right here is important for Hudson. Whether it's points or not, you got to move the football.
Yep. 100%. Now boot this one to the that far corner, field it at the 8-yard line. Good head of steam here. This looks like the double deuce heading upfield. Knocked out of bounds at about the 28-yard line. Ross Yeager, yes, that was the double deuce on that return.
So kind of a little bit, last week, back and forth in that first quarter, Hudson gets a turnover, able to capitalize. Kickoff gets another turnover, able to capitalize. Very similar here with what's happened in this first quarter for Chippewa.
For Chip, yep.
They get the turnover, they're able to capitalize a good field position on possession number 2.
Handoff, had a little bit of room there. Picked up about 3 on the carry. That's Roby, number 10.
But again, you can kind of see on the field, Chip is very undersized. They're very similar in size actually to New Richmond, which we noticed that was
Schultz passing. Fired on over to the near side. Great grab. No grab, they say. Came down and ball came loose. Lassard's still down on the ground right now.
Yeah, he came down hard on his back there, so hopefully just got the wind knocked out of him. Or
we're going to take a quick breather while he gets attended to. We'll be right back.
Derrick Building Solutions is your Butler builder in New Richmond, serving western Wisconsin and eastern Minnesota. Butler's pre-engineered building system is easily customized for retail, warehousing, manufacturing, office, and more. Maybe you simply need an addition or roof replacement. Learn more about the industry-leading options available to you when you work with the experienced and trusted team of Derrick Building Solutions and Butler Manufacturing. Visit our website to see our project portfolio and schedule your no-cost consultation.
Hi, my name is Katrina, and I have been a member at Royal Credit Union since 2000. My parents signed up through Royal in 1995, and that's who started my account. And then as I was growing up and going through the different accounts through Royal, I just had such great service. The team members have always been really helpful and respectful. I feel confident in where I'm getting my service and being able to go there and ask them a question and know that they're going to give me the answer that's going to be best for myself and not necessarily for them as a whole.
Welcome back. Quick pass by Hudson here, trying to pick up a first down. Good extra effort there. Nice job.
Nice job. Just keeping the feet turning. Was able to spin a little bit, pick up another yard, and that got them the first down. That's a big play because all of a sudden you're going to kick that football away. Still in this first quarter, down 14-0. So
that was a huge extra effort by him. Coming around this way now. Handoff. Nice tackle there. Picked up maybe 3 or 4 on that run.
Yeah. So that's a good play, and it's been kind of a signature play for the Hudson offense. Those lead backs got to get out and get a body on somebody. Those running backs are coming up there quickly on them.
Keeper up the middle. Schulte. Nice job. First down. There we go, over the 50. Had me fooled for a hot second, but nice job by Schultz.
We haven't seen a lot of Ryland Schultz on those option keeps, but it's been successful all year. It's actually blown into some very big touchdown runs.
It has, yeah, huge.
So good to see that early in this game.
Up the middle, Roby cuts to the left, the right. Nice job. Blows through a hole. He's falling down and close to a first down there. Roby, if he would have been on his feet, would have been off to the races there, but got tripped up coming through the pocket. Second and a yard here.
Pitch.
Schultz
Nice.
pitches
Wide
it over.
open.
Here we go. Here we go. The double deuce. Off to the races on that far side, inside the 25-yard line. This looks like that Hudson offense that I know.
Yeah, and wide open out on that. A lot of green out there on that left edge. Good decision, I should say, by Ryland Schultz on that pitch. See if there's a read, see if there's a contain, and then get rid of the football.
Keeper.
Couple yards.
Jeffrey, can you bring that up just a teach? Huh?
Up the middle, wide open. Get
Hudson,
there, Roby.
let's
Get
go,
there,
Roby.
baby.
Boy, is he pushing.
Oh,
Look at this guy
attaboy.
plow through
Down to about the 1.
on a mission.
Nice hole that time, just off center on that left side, able to spurt through there. And then again, it was just Justin Roby the last 5 yards. Him chugging along, keeping those legs moving, covering up the football. Keeper.
Schultz keeps this one.
Oh, nice tackle.
Oh, got spun out there at the 1.
Coach is saying the Chippewas had 12 guys on the field that time. Hudson taking their time here. They got 2nd and goal down at the 1. I'm thinking the number 10, Mr. Roby, right here, running hard up the middle. Nope, a keeper.
Keeper
Schultz again.
Just
He's
waits
in
for
there.
it to
He's in
develop.
there.
There we go. Schultz hustles on in up the middle. Nothing fancy. Just took his time there, waited for his O-line to push things through. And then here comes Schultz.
Yeah, nice push by those guys getting on that, getting a helmet and a body on that defensive front for Chippewa in for the touchdown. So good answer here by Hudson.
Yep, nice drive by Hudson there. Ends in a touchdown with the extra point being good. Strong, as always, strong on the point after.
All right.
Good answer there, my friend.
Good answer.
Yep, we needed that. Well, in a couple of these, a couple of the plays out there, you could see the extra effort, whether it was Ross Yeager, Roby, these guys. Again,
Getting some
get
extra
into
yards,
it, right? Get
yep.
into it. Get those little extra yards because that, make those third downs a little bit shorter, right? And if you got a third down, push it just a little bit more. Anyway,
Yep.
Great job by the O that time.
Yep. And again, we don't know Tyler Lassard up and walking around on that sideline. We'll see if potentially he's in. We don't know, but he might be out for the game. So
we'll see
but
what happens.
They did a good job running the football that time, definitely. And again, I don't expect this defense to give up a lot of points, so they got to be stout here on these next couple drives. Let's get the ball back, get it in front of your offense.
Agreed.
Swing the momentum a little bit.
Yep. We got a lot of scoring in just the first quarter. Still 2:25 left to go in the first quarter. Already 21 points on the board here. Chippewa side bouncing. They're feeling it over there. Nice kick
That's
here.
a good boot.
Yep. Fielded at the 5. He'll cut over to that right side, up to the 25, down around the 26. Good tackle there by Hudson. Yep, ready to see this defense come out. Just 3 and out. Let's see what we got here.
Brought down by Ethan Heinz.
Ethan Heights.
Quick
on the
shout
tackle.
out to number 90, Jacob Stoles. Had a fantastic year this year playing that nose tackle. He's a senior. Unfortunately, hurt his arm. Ken had to have surgery, so I don't think
Out
we're going
for
to
the
see
rest.
him anymore this year. So in his spot, who played a lot last week, was number 54, Evan Holden. So
Okay.
bubble screen out there that time. Nice coverage that
There
time.
you go.
I think that was Hines out there that initially blew that thing up, and
Yep.
then Schwartz with the tackle. So
Picked up 2 on the play. Nice job of the defense there. Excellent. I mean, what a great evening for football. We
beautiful.
in the
We're-
booth in
next
short
week
sleeves and
she's gonna be
sweatshirts.
chilly.
It is going to be chilly next week. But no wind at all, and just a gorgeous night. Blue skies, a really nice sunset going on. I saw it, but it was just awesome.
Yeah.
2nd and 8 here. They'll pitch it over
Same
that far
thing,
side.
other side.
Yep. You got the blockers, though. First down and more over the 45 and out of bounds.
Yeah, good blocking that time on the edge by Chippewa. Just able to get a body on the corners that were in coverage. And then some speed on those edges there.
Get a flag on the play here, so they'll
think we
bring
got
this one back.
Maybe a hold. I thought maybe a Hudson jersey got tugged on there right about the line of scrimmage. So that's the call.
Wow.
See where they mark it back.
That is a huge flag for the Chippewa team.
Where that becomes really huge, Ken, is where our defense thrives is those 2nd and long, 3rd and long situations.
Yeah.
You've got the speed and the power coming off the edges. The coaches have been aggressive, playing their linebackers on blitzes and stunts. So here, this is a perfect situation. Hudson just can't fall asleep, and they got to know their spots. But this could be, a potential turnover situation if they can get pressure.
2nd and long, ball spotted at the 20. Von Hayden drops back. Ooh, pressure here. They are chasing him right now, trying for an ankle. Oh, and he's whacked out of bounds at the 15.
Nice job coming up and filling that. I think that was Dalton, but strung out that time on that left side. You had ATE pursuing. Again, a loss of looks like about 4 yards there, Ken. Huge.
Yep.
So if you're Chippewa right now, are you thinking, all right, we're going to just contain it, we're going to run the football, or do you take a situation where you try to run a play like that, let Hudson bring pressure, potentially create a turnover? Let's see what they do. They're going to spread out, just a single back, quarterback in the pistol.
3rd and a mile here. Ball spotted just inside the 15. Von Hayden over that far side looking for a blocker. Gets around the corner, gets around one, and pushed out of bounds at the 30-yard line. But nice job picking up a boatload of yards there. Still brings up a 4th and 8, I believe. Let's see where they spot this.
Yeah, good hold by the Hudson defense that time. And that's what we want. That's where our defense thrives, is if we can put them in 2nd and long, 3rd and long situations.
Yeager back at the 34-yard line. Good snap. Kick is up.
It's returnable.
Just where he's standing, he backed up 2 steps here. Yeager will come to this side. Nope, he'll go back up the middle. Gets caught at about the 36-yard line. Well, looked up to the near side, then was thinking about cutting it back, and then collapsed on him. So ball at the 37-yard line is where they'll mark it. Minute 8 to go in this first quarter. Hudson again back on offense here, so trying to, again, make up those 14 that we spotted them early. Like that last drive. See if we got another one in us here. And a miniature version of the, looks like a pep band is down and to our left. Kind of the, no uniforms, just kind of rocking out down there. I like it.
Got to have that at a football game, right?
There you go. A
Schultz
keeper
up the
had me faked out on that one. Schultz picks up about 5 on that carry. I wonder how the marching band thing turned out on the 7th.
I think it went really well.
Did you hear good stuff?
Heard
Good.
it went well. So
Good.
Kudos to Hudson for getting that pulled off. Get a block out there.
Yeager.
Get a block.
Wheeling out. Stutter steps. Gets tossed out of bounds at the 40-yard line. Loss of 2 on that one. 3rd and 7 coming up here.
Yeah, it's so important for those backs to, even the lead blockers got to get north and south. The more you string it east-west, that's what's going to happen. So those guys got to turn and get a body on somebody on the defense to help out that situation.
Ooh, going for a pass there. That one got batted down by big number 6'6". So 4th down coming up for Hudson. Well, we got our work cut out for us tonight, my friend.
Well, Hudson's a little out of sync right now. You've seen what Tyler Lassard has brought to this offense, and it's definitely a different offense when he's in there. But you don't have him, so you got to play without it.
Bounces inside the 20 here. They'll chase. Nice
coverage.
tackle
Nice
at
job
the
out
20-yard line. Great job.
I think that's Holden, who we mentioned before. Good hustle from a big guy down there to make a tackle.
Evan Holden. So 5 seconds to go here at the half. We've got some special guests joining us. We also are going to have the Rhinos presentation from the Cancer Awareness Game down on the field, which I am going to be down on the field for that with Kathy, our president of the Rhinos.
Okay.
So I might have you pinch hit in the booth for me.
No problem.
I'll tell you a little bit more about it in a second. Chai High with the ball here on the 20. Drops back to pass. Had some pressure there. Fired over to that far side. Caught. Picked up 3, 4. Still struggling to go here. Make it 5.
Chip doing a pretty good job on those edges when it comes to blocking for the receivers. That time, ball was in there, but also saw a receiver come behind, be able to get a chip and have him pick up a couple more yards. So they've come to play.
We'll be back in 2. One of my favorites in town. Yep, it's the Willow River and Carbonis located in Burkhart, Wisconsin. A great place to hang out with your friends pre or post game. Fantastic pizza, beauty burgers, and roasted chicken you'll rave about for weeks. Chris and his crew are here for you. Stop on by and say hi. It's that Willow River and Carbonis just north of town.
When you're buying insurance, finding protection closer to home is always better. After all, who is likely to care more about you? Someone at the end of a 1-800 number or your local professional insurance agent? If you need a quote or just have a question, please just drop in and see us or give us a call. SF Insurance Group is your local community insurance agency. Visit our many locations at St. Croix Falls, Osceola, Somerset, New Richmond, Hudson, Stillwater, Chisago City, and Forest Lake. Visit us online at sfinsurancegroup.com.
McCarty can. Welcome back to playoff football here at the Castle. Ken Cohn, Aaron Sundin, Jeff Tierstig. We are in the Derek Building Solutions booth here. Chippewa up by 7 right now in this half. They have the ball. We've switched ends of the field. The ball is marked at the 27-yard line. It is second down and 5 to go. Fake the handoff. They'll throw to the near side here. Picked up a couple out of bounds. Looked like at the 30-ish. We'll see. Could be close to a first down.
You know, nothing fancy, but what's happening is, I mentioned it right before we took a break, that there's some really good blocking happening on those edges. So on those quick screens, they've got a couple blockers out in front. They're getting out on a defender and being able to give them some extra space. That time it was number 10, Jackson Boland, on this edge. Gets Chippewa close to a first down here.
They're going to measure it. Excuse me. I don't know if we've seen a measurement all season. This is great. Playoffs, you get measurements.
Yep.
Looks like they are just about an inch. Oh, no, that's good. I was going to say an inch or so shy, but she good. So they'll move the chains on the far side. 1st and 10 coming up for the Chi High crew.
So part of what those those quick passes and those bang plays that happen right away, it doesn't give the defense time to the defensive line to penetrate. If you're bringing a blitz or you're bringing a stunt, you're not going to get home. So it's important for those corners and safeties to shed those blockers, be able to get up and make a tackle or at least contain those plays.
Von Hayden rolls out to his left. Looks to pass. Getting chased by Mustachio. Oh, get on that guy.
Oh, that's a grounding. You're right there.
Flags are flying. ATE absolutely eating him up on that far side. Nice job.
Yeah, he did a good job not going for the fake. Got a hand on the quarterback. Nobody in the vicinity. So
Aiden Temperine, we like to call him Mustachio in the booth. Nice job by him.
That may end up costing them more than it would be even with the sack.
If you had just taken the sack there, yeah. Interesting.
I think they're going to have a loss of down here too.
Really?
So,
wow.
You've got a 10-yard penalty and a loss of down.
That's what we used to call in the 80s a double whammy.
Double whammy.
That's a double whammy right there.
David Brown in for ATE, just kind of limping off. We've seen that a lot this year. I don't really hold a lot of stock in that because he's going to get back in the game.
Oh, he'll be back in play or two. Potential grounding offense. We got that. Let's see where they marked that at.
3 flags down. Everybody saw that. They
I know,
took
that
a
was-
look up and saw no white jerseys around where that ball went. So
Group call there. So they'll mark that one at the 21-yard line, and
Yep.
then they'll move it
so
to
it's
second down.
a second down, correct.
You are correct, sir. So the looks like we've got about 20 yards to go. Second 20 is what we'll call it.
These are the spots this defense likes.
Yep.
But, again, bend, don't break. So watch those perimeters. They're going to try to pick away at that. Those guys got to get up and make some tackles or at least contain it.
Von Hayden drops back to pass. Got a guy on the far side. Caught and out of bounds at the 31.
It
Picked
was
up
a nice play.
Yep, picked
Cleared
up 10.
out that zone there. The linebacker was a little bit behind, picked up a quick 10. So there's ATE again.
You called it.
Foot's
right back
fine.
out there.
Foot's fine.
We're fine. We're fine. Get me back out there. Can't hold down the mustache. 3rd and 10 here. Hudson hearing it from their fans right now. Von Hayden drops back for another pass.
Good
Pressure.
pressure.
Fires it out that left side.
Good coverage by Schwartz that time. Did not, just kind of gave a little bit of space,
Yep.
able to keep that area clear, not let the receiver go past him. So no interference. Good job by the defense getting the football back here.
Yep, great play on that far side. I like the way he defended that. Excellent job. So 4th and 10 here. Punter back at the 20-yard line. High snap, controls it, gets it settled down, pops one out to about the 30. Coming our way, the double deuce, stutter step. Ooh, nice tackle.
Nice job, Jack LeBlanc. Saw earlier in the year a couple of questionable calls where he was getting hands on those coverage guys. That time he just kind of squared up, got his body against between him and the runner, Yeager, that time, and able to give Ross a little bit of a space to pick up about 7 or 8 yards.
So really nice field position here. Hudson will mark this one at the 46. Feel the temperature dropping just a teeny here. Handoff coming your way. Around the edge. Nice job. That's Yeager. Good run by him. The double deuce. Picks up. It looks like the first down. We'll get where the spot is. Maybe not. I thought he made it further.
Yeah, I think he stepped out of bounds.
Tough to tell along the sideline
Just
there.
kind of looking at that middle. They are very small and soft in that middle, so keep an eye on that right in front of us here. Hudson looking to get on that edge, but again, those blocks got to be executed on those edges or they're not going to get any yards.
That was the case on that play. Loss of 1, so bring up a 3rd and 6 now for the Raiders. Again, continue with that high tempo that we've had all year. Check that. They moved that one back, so 3rd and 7. Hudson slowing things down just a teeny. Looking at the sideline. Coach Cowles very animated getting the calls in here.
Get only 3 down linemen, 4. There you go, right up the middle
Pitch up
there.
the middle. Oh.
Good, I mean, that was a good call.
Couldn't get the wheels underneath him there. Got tackled.
It's a quick pitch. They're going to come up and line up like they're going to go for it. Let's see what they want to do here.
4th and
Having
2.
some confidence in this defense. I like the call. See if Coach Cowles decides to call a timeout, regroup. Otherwise, I'm thinking lead
for it.
blocker, get your quarterback up the middle here.
Yeah. All right, they'll leave the offense out there. I like it. 4th and 2. Playoff football. Here we go. Roby with it now. Roby gets stood up. Roby with that
boy.
extra effort does not pick it
Just
up.
a missed block there on that left side. Stonewalled right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, a turnover on downs here, and the Chippewa Falls will have a really good, excellent field position, just like Hudson had a second ago. Ball at the 46. So they'll flop sides of the field. Again, Chip with the ball now, 1st and 10. Hudson fans trying to get them fired up out here right now with the crew, letting them know that they love them and go get them. Defense out there now, 1st and 10 for Chip. Handoff coming your direction, slips at about the 48-yard line and down.
Good job by Dalton that time in pursuit.
Picked up 2. Cheer squad letting the defense know they're ready to get her going too. So 2nd and 8 coming up for Chip. A couple shout outs coming in from our friends out in the audience. The Germains and Hennecks watching from Germain Pool and Country Club in North Hudson.
Oh. Never heard of that place. That sounds kind of fancy.
I need an invite over to the North Hudson Country Club there. Debbie Johnson watching from the stands here, but yet tuning in online. I like it.
Delay a game, I think, on Chip, so Hudson gets a break there.
Delay a game. Offense.
Grandma Deb tuning in. Go get 'em Raiders watching from North Dakota. Number 21's Grandma Deb. Thank you for tuning in. A big penalty there. That'll march them back to the 42-yard line.
Big penalty. Yeah, and, again, Chippewa, they're hanging around.
Yep.
The more you hang around, decent field position here. Coaches are thinking, let's eat some clock.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can control this drive and maybe keep that Hudson offense off the field.
Second and 13. Von Hayden.
Pressure that time. ATE
Oh, there you go. Loss of a couple there. Von Hayden trying to do a keeper up the middle, and ATE letting him know that ain't going to fly in our house.
He did a great job. Just kind of bull rushed and then had his head up looking to see where the quarterback was. Quarterback stepped up in the pocket. He's able to make the tackle for about a 2-yard loss. Nice job that time by number 14.
So 3rd down coming up. The original line of scrimmage was at the 46. Your current line of scrimmage is at the 41. Chippewa's gone backwards so far here. Again, the defense with a long 3rd down to protect here. Chippewa spreads things out.
Hudson bringing just pressure with 4. Keep an eye on those backers. Here comes a blitz that time. This is where
there
you're
we
going to
go.
maybe see.
Hit him at the 45. He'll
LeBlanc.
double
Nice
forward.
job.
It'll be a 4th down and 10 coming up.
So, again, mentioned pressure. So those are the situations where all of a sudden.
Roughing the passer called on Hudson.
I missed that.
I did too.
That hurts.
That does. Is that an automatic?
It is.
Wow, and they just keep marching down the field. When are you going to stop, do you think? Okay.
It's a 15-yarder.
Wow. Well, that took it from a 4th and long to a 1st and 10 for Chippewa.
There's that normal offense we usually see from Chip where they start to run with a tight backfield, couple of wing backs. They'll lead those guys out. Quarterback will lead block. That time goes for about 2. Zach Dalton very active so far early in this game, making a lot of tackles from his linebacker position.
Sure. Jackson Bolin for the Chi-Hi crew, number 10. Making some waves over there for
There's
Chi-Hi.
that counter.
Counter.
Good job staying home on that edge. I think the backer made the tackle.
Yep, picked up about 2 there. Bring up a 3rd down. And
Check that. I think that was Schwartz or Hines that made the tackle there.
Roger
That's
that.
where Hudson's had problems before with this offense is when
Yeah.
they start to run that tight backfield. There's a lot of, we'll just call them mini mouses back there. They're little guys,
Just whoop, whoop, whoop,
and they run
yeah.
a lot of different directions and counters, and
Yeah.
now they'll go 4 wide.
Tough to keep track of when you can't see them back there. 3rd and 6 here coming up. Von Hayden drops back. Looks to pass. Near side. Caught. Tries to
roll
roll
be a little
out.
short, but
He
a couple
is
yards.
about a yard shy
Maybe a
of,
yard, okay.
of the first down. So 4th and short coming up. Real short. LeBlanc on the tackle that time. Defense, the fans calling for a big stop here. Again, 4th and short here. Ball spotted at the 30. Need the 31 for that first down if you're a Chi-Hi fan.
No, they had a short yardage play earlier where they quarterback sneaked to Von Hayden right off that right side. Keep an eye on that. There it is again.
Yep.
I think he got it.
Yeah, he got it and more. Picked up about 2 or 3 on that one. Mark it down at the 32. So that'll move the chains on the far side.
And that's a call I'm sure the coaches work on where it's like, look, you get up there, you snap the football right away. It's you in the center.
Yeah.
You, the center, and the guard, whatever side you're going on. But typically what you'll do is teach your quarterback to just give a tap one side or the other once they read the defense where that nose tackle's at. Quick hitter, and they pick up 2. Hudson jumps offside that time.
Offside, defense.
Yeah, so right now playing right into Chippewa's hands. I mean, they're keeping control of the football, able to eat some clock. They're moving it. Again, tight formation here for the Cards. Men in motion. I think we're going to have motion legal procedure or false start. Well, they're calling offsides. That's 2 in a row for Hudson. That's going to give them quickly a first down without even snapping the football.
You don't see that much. What's that?
So the Raider defense here kind of shooting themselves in the foot. They got to keep an eye on that football before it's snapped. First down at first Hudson 18-yard line.
Von Hayden hit that one nicely. Oh, goodness. That one tapped and had an opportunity there at the near side for a pick, but couldn't get his hands on that one. It was LeBlanc. Ref was running a little pick there, it looked like. Again, stick around at the half. We've got the Rhinos will be doing a check awarding from the Cancer Awareness Game to the Rhinos tonight, which would be great.
Quick handoff on that edge. Cuts it up. Still picks up about 5. Ball out.
Hudson calling for the ball right now. We'll see what the refs say.
None of the refs were even close to that, so
they were all like a mile away, like,
right.
Oh, what? Huh? What's happening?
Xander Neal, the ball carrier for the Cardinals.
So 3rd and
looks like 6.
6. Tough to tell on that far side. I think you're right, though. 6 sounds about right. Timeout coming up. Chippewa. Let's take a quick breather. Catch your breath.
Construction, the top builder of decks and outdoor living spaces in western Wisconsin. McCarty also offers commercial and residential roofing with free roof inspections and quotes. And don't forget, McCarty has a lifetime guarantee on all workmanship. It's McCarty Construction. You can reach them at mccartyroofing.com.
At Smiles in Motion, our board-certified pediatric dentists and team make it fun to go to the dentist. We realize it's a privilege to care for your child. We address dental care and education in a professional and gentle manner to ease our young patients. We are prepared to care for a child's specific oral health needs throughout all ages, beginning at age 1. From infants to teenagers, patients always look forward to their next trip to the dentist. Smiles in Motion, where lasting smiles begin.
Welcome back to the Castle. Ken Conan, Aaron Sundin, Jeff Tiersteg. Big defensive stand coming up right now for your Hudson Raiders. 3rd and long. Chippewa ends in the red zone here. Stands are rocking right now. Timeout was called by Chip. We'll see what they got up their sleeve. Oh, little handoff. Number 4 cuts out. Looks like he's going to have enough to pick it up, it looks like to me.
I think he might be a little bit short.
A little shy,
Again,
okay.
just ran that counter and pretty good blocking up front.
Just shy by about a foot maybe.
Brought down by number 31, Colton Schwartz.
So, yeah, big play right here. Again, they've gone to it twice. Nothing fancy. It's just a quarterback sneak. Von Hayden has done a good job getting those short yardage plays executed and picking up the first down. See if Hudson can crash here and maybe push that back. Taking their dear sweet time. Going to call a timeout.
Yes, they are. Goodness sakes. All right, we're going to cut one more. We'll be back.
Hi, Billy Weber here, owner of Fit Real Estate Group, brokered by EXP. Today, the Hudson Raiders are going to illustrate for you the importance of planning.
So many of you have fought for every inch to get to where you are today. You deserve for your next chapter to be a victory. So please don't be stubborn like so many others that I've seen that hold on just too long. Knowing when to pass the ball off can make the difference of winning or losing. Now is your time to celebrate your life's hard work.
My team is here to help you. Whether you're looking to buy or sell today, it doesn't make a difference. So let's start writing your playbook today. Give us a call at 833-33-FIT-RE.
Precision engineering, rigorous attention to detail. A Bryant Evolution heating system is so well designed, it's as much of a joy to install as it is to use.
Good to go.
Bryant, whatever it takes.
Again, welcome back to the Castle. Ken Conan, Aaron Sundin, Jeff Tierstig, your Raiders streaming crew here, and big one coming up. Another timeout called by Chip. Got about a foot to go here. Similar package, you think? Yep.
Oh, I don't think he got it that time.
Oh, my goodness. Big push by Hudson.
Hudson adjusted that defensive line, moved a couple guys over. It's going to depend on the spot.
Yeah.
Boy, I don't know, and it's hard to tell on that far sideline where it's at. Based on what I'm seeing on the official closest to us, it's going to be just a tad bit short, probably a measure.
Yeah, going to bring the sticks out again.
So a little bit of a change in the defensive alignment that time, and they expected that play.
Yeah.
So good job by the defense getting a push. He originally had a little bit of momentum, and then it just got pushed back. So it's going to be very
the measurement.
close. I think he got it.
He did get it. Yep, he got it. Half a football over.
Well, and that's all about the spot, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
sure is.
Didn't have a lot to pick up, but
yeah, I think when I looked at the marker on the far side, it literally looked like a foot to pick up, you know? Well, first and goal for the Chi-High Cardinals here as they have.
Again, and we've seen them. They've had a delay a game. They're certainly taking as much time off the clock as possible.
Yeah.
I mean, I think their goal here is just keep the football. Love to score, but keep it out of the Hudson offense.
Yeah. Smart by the coach. Number 4 with a handoff. A little counter play there over the 10-yard line. Might have picked up a yard or so. Not a lot. Yeah, not a lot. Yep, you're right. I think you're dead on what they're up to, too. Just let the clock wheel. Another timeout. So
Hudson timeout here.
We'll take another quick break. Be right back.
At Ethos Performance, our goal is simple. We strive to be the regional leader in wellness, strength and conditioning services, personal training, physical therapy, and exercise innovation. Visit us at ethosperformance.com or via Facebook. Call us at 715-227-5702 to schedule your appointment today.
Welcome back to the Castle. Ken Conan, Aaron Sundin, Jeff Tierstig on the camera. Whew, second goal coming up here, and that timeout taken by Hudson this time. Ball at the, what are we at, the 8-yard line, 7-yard line? About the 7 is where they've got it spotted on that far side. Handoff coming this way. He's got some blockers.
Good job strung out there that time, but Dickman gets there.
Got him out at the
I
1.
Yeah.
Close to getting in, though.
Yeah, they had some room on that edge, but I think that was Dickman that came out and made that tackle, just kind of flying out there, able to pursue.
So
another
third
timeout here by Chip.
Goodness.
They're, I mean, they want to get in. They want to score here.
All right, we're going to take another one. Jonesy's Local Bar and Grill, close to the rink for all your pre- and post-game fun. Jonesy's features some great apps, the pretzel, onion rings, and don't forget, great wings, both bone-in and boneless. Boneless available in white and dark meat. And then my favorite, on Saturday and Sunday, it's the prime rib. Wow! Jonesy's also caters and hosts meat raffles to benefit local nonprofits. Thanks for being part of the team. Welcome back to the Castle. I feel like we've done about 5 timeouts in a row here because.
Well, there have been, and I think Hudson called one as well, probably to regroup their defense, but also talk a little bit about, hey, right now Coach Cowles has them huddled over here, the offense just down to our left, and he's expecting they're going to get a chance to get the football back, and you don't want to go into the half down 21-7 here.
Yep.
So certainly a defensive stop would be good. I fully expect this to be 4-down territory for the Cards.
Yeah. 3rd and 1 here. Big defensive stand right now. Von Hayden under center. He'll keep it. Shuffles off to his right.
Very close.
Yeah, we'll look at the spot. No signal. So, yep, short still.
Looked like he might get in there, but again, Dalton with a great job wrapping him up, pushing him back. Hudson timeout.
All right.
Hey, they're not going to leave him home tonight. They're not going to leave him.
Nope.
Get them all.
We'll be back in 2.
Azim loves his work teaching emergency medicine, and he loves his family even more. For Azim and his family, home is where fun becomes feelings and love is shared. The home loan experts at Midwest One Bank helped Azim and Faiza buy their home with a mortgage and local service. Azim values paying directly to a lender he knows and trusts. For a variety of home loan options, choose Simply Better Banking from Midwest One Bank. Equal housing lender.
Experience life on island time at San Pedro Cafe. Savor our creative Caribbean flavors from Pedro's fresh seafood selections and slow-smoked meats and vegetables to wood-fired pizzas, tropical drinks, and more. Join us for a great meal or savory cocktails and enjoy life on island time at San Pedro Cafe.
All righty, coming back at you. Again, a bunch of timeouts here. This ball is just in the red zone, but not
inside
in the end
the
zone.
one.
Yeah, inside the 1 here. Big 4th down for Chip.
It's a Von Hayden sneak, I think, again. They're going to do it. I think he's
They
short.
didn't mark him in. Oh, my gosh. Wow, what a defensive stand. Let's go, Hudson. Wow, a turnover on
Can you
downs.
replay that?
Yeah, I probably can.
So, again, he kind of went low that time. This time, instead of going right, he went left. And you could see he really didn't get his traction quickly.
Hold on.
Able to go in there and knock him down on
comes.
that left side. Followed his center, but went left instead of right. We've seen him go right every time. And again, there wasn't that initial push, so the Raider defense able to get in there. That was close, man. That was real close.
That was nuts.
All right, so Hudson about as far back as they can be in their own territory here with 2:38 left.
Schultz options on over.
Oh, boy.
Big stick on
Big
that far
hit.
side. Wow. Not a big guy, but a big old hit there on the far side. Picked up about 3. Oh, it was Jameson on the run. Check that. Okay. Got it off that 1 yard line. Take a breath, right? Out to the, looks like the 5. Handoff, nowhere to go. Maybe a loss of 2 there. Brought him back to the 2 yard line.
But Chippewa just flying to the football. I mean, they're undersized. If you look at their backers.
They are moving, yeah.
I'm looking out there, number 5, number 6, number 40. Again, not really big guys, but certainly flow to the football very well.
Hudson, big 3rd down here, 3rd and 8. Pass coming up. Schultz looking for some room here. Wiggles out to his right. Chucks it, intercepted. Picked off at the 15-yard line with 1:25 to go.
Damn.
Chippewa blowing it up on the far side. That was, big play for them.
Just a lot of pressure, and Ryland probably better off to just tuck it and run.
Yep.
Granted, you want to make a play there, but that was covered up pretty well. There was a defender in front and in back. So defense back out on the field again here for the Raiders, trying to close out this half just down a touchdown.
All righty, 1st and 10 here. Ball spotted at the 16-yard line for the Chippewa crew. Again, 85 seconds on the clock here. They're going to have another go at it before the end of the half here. Von Hayden with the handoff. Number 2 for them, Neal, picks his way through traffic, picks up about 6 or 7. Xander Neal. Up 6 on the carry there.
I don't think they have any timeouts, Ken. I'm pretty sure Coach Reykjavik called all his timeouts, so they're going to move with a little bit of urgency here before the half.
Van Hayden with the pass. The pressure. Here we go. Get him back there. Here we go. Diving catch. That one is no bueno over here at the 11-yard line, but able to get that. Yep.
I've been impressed with Van Hayden, though. Like the name, too.
Oh, yeah.
We're close to one of my
yeah.
favorite guys ever.
Yeah.
But, no, he's done a good job. Senior. He's a big kid, too. Wasn't sure. Looked at the roster. He's 6'2". He's been able to have some success on those sneaks. That time able to get out of pressure, even though it was incomplete. I mean, he didn't turn the ball over and he didn't take a sack. So Chip with 3rd and manageable here.
3rd and 4 here for Chip. Von Hayden picking it. Drops back.
Going
Quick
for
throw.
the corner.
Nobody
Nothing.
over there. Nobody over there.
Okay, interesting.
What do you do here?
Well, I don't know what they've got for a kicking game. They're going to try it, though. It looks like they're bringing in new personnel, so this is going to be a field goal try.
I was going to say their last couple field goals that they have hit looked a little wing and a prayer-ish.
UL and the kickoffs, too. So, again, we'll see what we got here. Sorry, folks, don't have a scouting report on this kicker, so let's see what we've got. It's about a 29-yard field goal here. Oh, they're going to line up. Oh, it's a
we got a fake coming.
Goofy play there.
Ball down.
Hudson ball.
Hudson ball. Let's go. 43 seconds on the clock still. Let's go.
Replay it.
Give me a second
Evan
here.
Holden that time with the strip. Bonashinsky picks it up, but they line that ball up.
Give me a second. I can replay it.
Not quite. Right away, we thought field goal, different personnel, and then certainly once they lined it up, it was not.
Coming in here, yep.
Number 54, Evan Holden, came in, disrupted that play. Bonashinsky cleans it up. So Hudson with about 44 seconds left here. Let's see if they can get down the field. Again, Tyler Lessard out of the game, so the offense a little bit different than what they've seen in the last few weeks. Up the middle to Roby.
Come on, Roby, get out of bounds up here. Here you go. Tightrope walking. Atta boy.
I didn't mean to punch you in the arm there, but I thought that was
it's a great reminder. And I've got the ability where I can pop it. Even if I miss it, now I know how to rewind it and I can catch it.
Okay, good.
So we're all good. No, I appreciate you. Sometimes you got to hit these guys from Rochester to get their attention, so thank you.
I think Hudson does have a timeout left, too.
They do.
Going at the middle again to Roby.
Roby dragging a couple guys with him down at the 40. 30 seconds, and the clock is spinning right now.
They're not in any hurry to call it there.
Looks like they're packing up the shop here right now. Hudson, they'll keep that one. Cuts through, first down.
All right, that'll stop the clock momentarily here to move the chains. So
Schultz with the keeper, scrambles out to about the 50. So again, stick around. We've got some guests coming up at the half here.
Well, that was a big stop by Hudson, both the goal line stand and even after the turnover, being able to get that stop. I mean, the defense is holding their own here. So at the half, Hudson needs to regroup on offense and, again, figure it out. If Tyler Lassard's not going to be back.
Little pitch over there far side. Got a block or two. Here we go, over the 40, 35.
Okay, I got about 3 seconds here.
Oh, my.
See what they want to dial up.
Looking upfield there thinking, Heidi-ho, neighbor. 3 seconds to go.
I think you got to air it up here, Kenny.
I would agree with that completely.
Lyndon Coleman has shown me he can catch the football. He's down at the bottom of your screen here. Let's see if they want to take a chance. I'm going to call a timeout.
Timeout being called.
Timeout, Hudson.
Here's what we're going to do. We're going to splash this up on the screen here. We've got something coming up, Les Mis, the school edition, November 10th through the 19th. Les Mis coming up at you. Again, tickets on sale October 10th, HudsonRaiders.org. Again, a great play put on by our school. Ryan, thank you for sharing that with us. And again, a cool deal if you can make it out there. Tickets on sale October 10th. So they're on sale right now. It runs November 10th through the 19th. Again, Les Mis. Pretty cool.
Yeah,
I love all the stuff our school does.
Drama department.
The drama department.
Yeah.
Yep.
The drama.
In Spooner, we used to call it the drama department. It was, it was really cool. Well, I'm going to be on the field in a hot second with the Rhinos board accepting the donation from the bench warmers. So I'll be out of here. Stick around. We've got some great guests joining us in the booth.
All right, here's your play here. Let's see. They're going to
roll to the near side.
Get it up there, Rylan.
Good coverage.
Get it up.
Schultz launches it. It's catchable. Intercepted at the 1. And he's brought down. Oh, ball loose. So wouldn't that have been something special? Well, that'll do it. A wily first half there. And Chip on top by a touchdown. And all sorts of stuff to break down. We'll break it down before we come back. Take a hot second. We're going to take just a quick breather. We're going to go on mute. We'll be back in 2.
All right, we're back here at the half. Lots of stuff going on per usual at the castle here at Hudson High School. Got some guests with me tonight from Ethos. Can you guys introduce yourselves for me?
Absolutely. My name is Dan Teese.
And Nate Bryant.
Nate, let's talk again, Nate. Make sure we got you.
Yep, and Nate Bryant.
Try it again.
Nate Bryant.
All right, we got a little bit of background noise. Hopefully we can hear you. Thanks for coming up here, guys.
Absolutely.
tell us what's going on at Ethos these days.
Yeah, so we've done this for the last few years, actually.
Yeah.
It's been a pleasure being part of this broadcast and supporting Raider Streaming. And Ethos Performance is a sports performance and rehab clinic in downtown Hudson. Fortunate to be here for the better part of the last 3.5 years. Nate grew up here, and we both started our careers here about 15 years ago. So we provide rehab and physical therapy services, as well as a lot of strength and conditioning, and are fortunate to work with a lot of Hudson student athletes here.
Yeah, I know you guys work with the high school program, but you also work with, tell us a little bit about the ages that you work with. I know you work with some younger kids too, like maybe even as early as middle school, or tell us a little bit about the ages that you work with.
Yeah, so we have options for kids from grade 5 all the way into the week at warrior subset and into later adulthood. We've got some fantastic youth 1 group, so grades 5 to 7, and then our youth 2 we got 7 to 9, and then our high school and college groups, and then Dan has a group of adults that train every morning, Monday through Friday, 5:30 a.m. And so each year we got a couple of new groups going. We just started working formally with our local lacrosse team, so we got a crew of about 13 middle school age girls lacrosse and about 10 high school. So they're going to be super fun to watch this year. Come springtime, they're putting in some really hard work. That high school crew is just incredibly driven, focused, and their athleticism is off the charts right now.
Well, it's a good program, right? I mean, they're successful. I think the boys won state last year. Girls went to state 2 years ago.
Correct.
So I know that you work with kind of individuals, but are there any group sessions you do? You talk about teams like lacrosse. Are there the group sessions with, say, football players, basketball, whatever it might be?
Yeah, so even this summer, we were fortunate to work with a lot of the young men out here on the field. We had a football-specific program this summer, and we met twice a week for about 90 minutes throughout the course of the summer and worked on football-specific skills. But then some of those athletes also trained with us in the morning in our general athlete program, where really the goal is whatever the sport, we're going to identify your goals, tailor a program to what you need, whether it be jump higher, run faster. One of my favorites to work on, increase that fuel tank, little conditioning form too. So once they come into those small group programs, we have a one-on-one with them. We get some of their baseline numbers, see where they're at as an athlete at the start of the program, and then we sit down with them and kind of work through goal setting as far as what do you want to focus? What are your top 3 things to focus on? And we kind of zero in and say, all right, for the next 6 weeks, 8 weeks, 12 weeks, however much time they have in the off season, we cater the program to those needs to make sure that when it comes to competition time, we've really fine-tuned that aspect of their athleticism. So, and what's really cool about that is we do have, I don't want to miss any sports, but we've got golf, soccer, lacrosse, hockey, basketball, baseball, distance runners too. So it's a really fun environment.
Yeah.
And I think the thread that kind of connects all those athletes in the small group is they're all there to get better and pursue excellence in whatever that sport is. So that's been fun, and just watching some of the kids who wouldn't interact on a team, but they're pushing each other in the training environment. It's super fun. Yeah.
Well, and it's paid off dividends. I mean, you think about the athletes, just the sports success Hudson's had, and the athletes that have moved on to play at different levels, college, and we're going to talk a little bit about that football-wise today, but it all starts with some of these training programs that the kids can kind of work on specialize. If you're driven to do it and you're excited to get out and work hard, there's opportunities out there available with good trainers like you to help them get over the top there.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's actually been really interesting to kind of come full circle and see some of these student athletes that we started training when we initially started Ethos Performance at this point being seniors in college.
Yeah.
A kid like Kaiser Helterbrand, who's playing in his last collegiate season with lacrosse, and seeing his ups and downs even.
Yes.
And having a pretty significant injury last year at the end of the season, and then him come back and be the leader of that team.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, the kids like Cade and Will McDonald, of course. And,
sure.
But there's just so many above and beyond football that we've been fortunate to see, and that's one of the biggest things we love to see. Is we love to see student athletes go on and certainly pursue their dreams of being a collegiate athlete. But then even some of the kids who don't get that opportunity but still come back and say hi, and they're just really, really good people.
Sure.
They've succeeded in school. They've gone on to do great things. It's even more important for us to see that growth in those kids.
Well, and you guys played sports growing up, and you know how it molded you. And I had kids that played sports. I played sports, and again, it's one of those things that it builds character and keeps you out of trouble.
Yeah,
hopefully,
absolutely.
And
hopefully,
and yeah, it's fun that they come back, and hopefully it becomes a lifestyle. Even though it's not, maybe you're done with your collegiate career, even your high school career, but you're still interested in being in shape and exercising. Tell me a little bit about the adults you work with. So you mentioned that.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, okay, if Ken and I give each other a lot of grief, we're both out of shape. We might need to come down to Ethos and work out.
Yeah, we'll see you Monday morning at 5:30. So the adult group meets 5 days a week, 5:30 in the morning. We've actually just added another session that's mid-morning, 7:30, 9 a.m., somewhere there, depending upon the day. And our adults are a great group. We're a close group of friends. We like to push each other. We like to make fun of each other, which is always enjoyable. Yeah, exactly. Usually we roll in right at about 5:29.
Yeah, okay.
Nobody talks for a good first 2 to 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Everybody's kind of waking up. Everybody warms up, and then we go on our way. And so it's kind of our general population training. It's everything from high-intensity training to lifting, and I think there's still a lot of interest in people our age who still enjoy flipping a tire and pushing a sled.
Sure.
To some degree. But it's been a great thing that we've been doing.
And I think what's really cool is about a month ago we took a bunch of those people. We went to Wausau. We ran in a Ragnar trail race. So we have members from our morning group, and then we had 2 of our former athletes come along too that are now 30 or 23, and we did this trail race. We had 3 different teams, and I think Dan touched on it. I mean, it's like that's what's fun about it is like there's people who come in and don't know anyone, and good, bad, or other, after a month of training together at 5:30 in the morning, like everyone's hanging out. They're like, yeah, let's get together. Let's go for a run this weekend. So it's just kind of creating that community and making it a part of your week and having fun with it too.
Right.
Like how often are you going to stick with it if you're not having fun? So
right. There's camaraderie with that, and I think it adds accountability too. It's not just you guys telling them what to do. It's like, well, if I don't show up, Bob's going to be mad, and I don't want to make him mad.
Right.
So
and like we just agreed upon, as Ken just walked back in, is Ken's going to be joining us at 5:30 in the morning on Monday.
You and I both signed up, Ken. So
yeah.
I'm in for whatever.
So, well, again, you guys have been a great supporter and just really an asset to, I think, all the athletics in Hudson. I can speak. I know my daughter did some work with Nate, and I know a lot of the other families that have had experiences with Ethos, and it's been tremendous. So keep up the good work. And again, people, if you're interested, adults, kids, it's Ethos Performance. You're down in the Riverfront Athletic Center, I believe, right? And website, check out the website. You can sign up for classes or sign up to get with these guys and get better at what you want to do.
Absolutely. So, yeah.
Well, cool. Thank you, guys.
Our pleasure.
Good to see
Thanks
ya.
so much for having us.
Absolutely. Hopefully we can get some a little turnaround here in the second half.
Yeah.
So. All right. Thanks, guys.
Me and you, here we go. All right, we had some audio issues here. Conan, the production guy, was not. I was down in the field goofing around with the rhinos. We've got a shutout that needs to happen. Nate,
yeah,
hit it.
I
promised him I always got to follow through on my word. So just, Paul, hope you're enjoying game night with the family and streaming the Raiders. So.
Can I ask a question about Paul?
Absolutely.
He hurt his shoulder last week lifting weights, he told me.
Okay.
So ask him.
Hold on. Hold on. Here. We got so much going on. We're not done with you guys yet.
Right,
we're not done yet. So what's the story? What happened?
Paul Sparstead, this is Aaron Sundin. I'm on the call. And I just was telling these guys how you wussed out. We were shooting sporting clays out at Game Unlimited on Wednesday, and you couldn't shoot because you had a sore shoulder. So I'm just wondering if Nate worked you too hard, or, did he really hurt himself, Nate? I guess that's my question. His brother Matt shot, but he didn't shoot. So
well, it's always tough though with HIPAA stuff. You can't talk too much about it.
Fair enough.
But I would guess that wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Oh gosh, I heard
after
it.
he missed 3 birds, he was done.
Of course.
Yeah. So that's
it's like in golf. You always got a ready excuse, right? Like I got 5 ready to go.
I won't talk about an individual, but we have been doing testing this week, so everyone's a little battle weary coming into the end of the week.
There we go.
Doing some max out testing. So
sorry, Paul. I had to call you out. Hope your dad's listening. Hi, Steve, Matt.
I think he owes me some burpees after this anyway.
Well, for sure.
I don't know if he knew I was going to actually follow through on this. So,
nice.
Yeah.
Nice. And then Aaron's in his grill, too. I love it.
He just happened to walk right into it right here.
Yep.
Sparset did. So.
Here we go. Boom, bada, bing.
All right.
Well, thank you guys for joining us in the booth.
For coming up.
Yeah.
Good to see you, Dan.
Always great to see both of you guys again. I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow at 5:30, but I guess I'll see you tomorrow at 5:30.
Monday.
Okay, perfect. I'll be in
5:30. Do whatever you want, but Monday be
ready.
ready.
I'm going to have to put an outfit together. This is going to be great. I can't wait to see what's going to happen. Thanks again for tuning in to Raider Streaming. We'll be back in 2. Welcome back to the Castle. Ken Conan, Aaron Sundin, Jeff Tierstick. Thanks again, Ethos guys, for joining us in the booth. Really fun to catch up with you guys. And thanks to the Benchwarmers for a record-setting donation to the Rhinos. I on the field with Kathy, the president of the board, and
what'd you get, brother?
13.5, I believe.
Whoa, that's fantastic.
Literally, when they announced, I had goosebumps. Like,
and we missed that, so
amazing.
I'm glad that you announced it. That's fantastic.
Amazing.
So good job by you. Good job by the Hudson football program, Benchwarmers.
That's all Benchwarmers. Yeah, I'll tell you, that's really amazing. So nice job to them. So Chip's going to start off with the ball this half. Nice little run back by them out to the 30-ish. Again, hats off to all the Benchwarmers. Kelly Betts, the president, Adrian, Jimmy Schultz. Just a great crew, and all the players that helped and families that donated. And again, I'm sure I'm missing a bunch of folks, but thanks to everyone who raised that money for the Rhinos. It's a huge deal, and all of that will go 100% will go to families dealing with cancer in Western Wisconsin. So again, thank you.
All right, so different formation, bunch formation over here, 4 wides out for Chip. Just a quarterback keeper.
Oh, got a guy on him, but just
Dickman,
slips both of them.
Schwartz gets a hand on him there. All right, so we haven't had a chance to talk much about that first half, Ken, so let's just kind of debrief here.
Yep.
Certainly Chippewa came out and kind of punched Hudson in the face right in the mush there with that turnover and scored on a touchdown, then able to get good field position, score a second time. Hudson was able to answer, but then it was kind of all Chippewa in that second quarter, eating up time, getting close to scoring again. Hudson able to shut them out. So a lot of pressure on this defense right now to get a quick stop. See if they can get the offense back. And again, the offense a little out of sync tonight.
A little bit.
You know, a lot of the perimeter stuff they're trying to run, not having a lot of success with it. Tyler Lassard, of course, went out in that first half. I don't expect we're going to see him. I'm looking on the sidelines and do not see his number, so we'll just plan on if he's out there, we'll mention it, but it takes away a part of your offense.
It does. I'll tell you, if you are praying folk, saying some good things to get him in a good spot would be great. High snap, little handoff to number 2.
Nice
crushed
job,
in the backfield. Holy smokes! Who let that Mack truck onto the field? Absolutely destroyed. Oh!
Bonashinsky in there, but the initial penetration came from Holden at the nose, and they were able to clean it up. So big stop from Hudson here. See if they can get some things rolling here in this first drive of the second half. Ooh, ATE got a hand on it. Block football. Nice job. ATE got in there, just took on the blocker, got a big paw on that, able to knock it down. Net punt of only about 10, 12 yards there. So good job by him stepping in and just taking control of that blocker. Good field position here for the Raiders to start the second half. Hudson with a football at their own 45-yard line. Ryland Schultz, the quarterback, takes the snap,
handoff coming this
on that
way.
Edge there to Yeager. Again, nothing on that perimeter.
Well, we may have lost our little connection with our clock here. We'll see. Oh, will you mind plugging it in? I got you here. All right. Get a quick plug in here of the old.
Jamison out on that edge there. Picks up about 5. And Hudson not getting away from that game plan, trying to get out on the perimeter. Going up tempo here, 3rd and about 5, a long 5 at the 50-yard line. Schultz back.
Schultz, he rolls out to the near side here. Chucks that one. Just overthrown. Thank you, Jeff, for fixing that. Thanks for the text to the booth to notify of that. Sometimes tough to see that, so thanks for the update out there in the interweb land.
So just a quick offensive series that time from Hudson. 3-0. Got to punt it away here. Good punt by Schwartz that time. Good hang time. Bonashinsky right there, able to contain him at about the 20-yard line. So right now, Ken, it feels like the defense is starting to get dialed in. I don't expect that there's going to be a lot more points from Chippewa, but offensively, Hudson just a little bit out of sync. Needs to get a drive going here in the second half. Again, I'm sure they're feeling some pressure just because they were such heavy favorites in this game, but Chippewa always comes to play. They're well coached. And again, I've seen some things tonight we didn't see in the first game, and part of it has to do with that offensive set. They ran a lot of this type of set with 3 receivers, 4 receivers.
Von Hayden pitches that one over to that far side, caught, picked up, wow, and then some, picked up a first down. Let's see where he stepped out of bounds.
He got a good block out there on the corner.
They'll mark that one just shy of the, no, they'll give him the first down. So they'll move the chains on the far side.
I would expect, again, kind of bleed the clock from Chip as much as they can. Clock stopped with that play out of bounds, but in no hurry. Trying to make sure they've got everybody on the same page. ATE with
nice
the
tackle there.
Tempering having a good game tonight. Again, just kind of taking control of that edge that time, keeping an eye on where the motion's coming from. That was just a quick pitch and a jet motion. Able to shed his blocker, make the tackle.
2nd and 10 coming up here for Chi High. Again, pretty content just letting the clock tick.
Option out that way. Yep. ATE stretches it out.
There
Hines
you go.
With the cleanup.
Wrapped
Again,
up.
that was Mr. ATE that kind of set that play up, but Hines comes and finishes it off.
Defense doing it right now. Nice play by ATE and Hines on that far side. So a loss of about 3 or 4. So let's go 3rd and 14. 3rd and 13 is what they're saying on the board, but we'll go with
giving us a little AC/DC bell ring here.
Yeah, let's go.
Defense
crowd up. That's right.
Get the crowd going, get the sidelines going.
Get her going, get her fired up. 3rd and 13 for Chi High. Von Hayden back in the shotgun. He'll drop back. ATE gets loose. ATE chasing him down.
If he caught it, he's maybe made the line of scrimmage. Looks like he did catch it, but
yeah, just picked up two yards maybe, if that, maybe 1 yard. So 4th and 11 coming up. Ball spotted at the 29-yard line of Chippewa.
Right now, number 14's playing like a man possessed, a mustachio possessed. So trying to get that defense fired up, trying to get this team fired up. Should be returnable. It's going to bounce. Hudson's going to stay away from it, down at about the 42-yard line. All right, Ken, let's try to get things rolling here. You good?
Yeah, we need to get her going. Yeah, we had some technical stuff that people were tapping me at that the mic was off for one of the Ethos guys. So just letting them know I appreciate that. And then our clock got hung up. They unplugged us down there. Shooting at our feet right now, my friend. Shooting at our feet.
We got some stuff to cover yet, too. I mean, I got a lot of stuff about Hudson Falls sports I want to talk about.
Yeah, awesome.
But, again, we're in a tight game. If we don't get to everything tonight, folks, we apologize.
This is true, my friend. Little handoff going up the middle. Boy, big stop there by Chippewa. They'll run him back to the 35, and no flags there.
Just not a lot of push from that old line right now. And again, we want to see what we've seen in a lot of these games. Let them start to kind of take over their will here.
Jaeger, nice run. There's a first down. Knocked out of bounds at
right there.
45.
Yeah,
let's go.
right in front of us here, Ken, right about the
46-yard
line?
6-ish, yep.
Pitch it out. There you go.
There you go. Nice option. Get upfield. There you go.
Pretty good pick
Rambling.
up that time. Good. That was Pingle, I think, out there on the edge. Comes up a little hobbled. Jameson comes in for him.
He was running and falling all about half that run there, it looked like. So he'll head on over to the sidelines here. 2nd and short right now for the Raiders. Handoff.
Get that edge.
Missed on the block there and just wrapped up. Didn't gain much. May have lost one. We'll see where they mark it. But a 3rd down coming up and short and
trying to go quick up tempo.
3rd and 3. Yeah, they are going up tempo. My goodness. Handoff up the middle. Picked up the first down and more. There you go. Runs over the 35, down at the 32. 1st down, Hudson. Let's go.
That time a good block right off left guard. Good push that time. Gets him a burst to be able to pick up about 5.
Chains are barely set, and here we go again. Again, this Hudson up tempo. Roby up the middle. Hard running by Roby. He'll pick up 2, it looks like.
So what Chip was doing is they're playing 3 down linemen, but if you watch kind of how they line up, depending on they're trying to support the run right now. You can see 2 backers there. There's a corner in the slot, but he's really playing outside linebacker, number 5. Pitch out there.
Option.
Good job. That's
there
wide open.
There we go. Let's get moving.
Jameson.
Over the 20.
Oh,
flag
boy.
Flying in.
I think we got a
hold on that
Hudson
one
there.
Yep. Back us up a couple.
That was at the 2nd level, too. Jameson was able to get out there. Probably by one of those receivers.
Second and 8. We'll be backed up to 2nd and 12. Again, Chippewa just kind of hanging around in this one right now, and Hudson needing to get some points on the board again. Handoff up the middle. Gets back to the original line of scrimmage here, the 32. Roby on the carry. Hudson needs to convert a big one here. 3rd and long, so 3rd and 9. Again, ball spotted at the 31-yard line right now. Little quick pitch
Shuttle
inside.
pass
Yep, shuttle pass, and just.
I mentioned it before. I mean, it does look from where we're at that middle is wide open. But, again, with them floating so many active guys at the 2nd level, sometimes 3, sometimes 4, they're just flowing to the football. And, again, they're getting out of the perimeter.
4th down right now. Oh goodness, missed on that pass.
Him. Just kind of rushed it. I mean, he was wide open across the middle there.
A turnover on down, so Chippewa will take over at the 29.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, Ken, Chippewa hanging around, and the longer they hang around, the more confidence they start to get.
Oh, yeah.
So, again, putting pressure on your defense here to get another hold and get the football back. You can even see kind of the step that the quickness and how Chip was moving around, that they're playing with some energy.
Yeah.
Back to that good tackle by Dalton.
Jump run there and picked up about 3 or 4.
Back to that tight double wing T. We didn't see a whole lot of that the first time we played them this year, and I thought, well, what the heck? Maybe they're going away from it. But
yeah.
Certainly Coach Reykjavik has had success with that in the past, and he's had success with that against Hudson.
So ball spotted at the 34-yard line here, 33-yard line, check it. 2nd and 7. Little handoff up the middle. Not lot there. Nope. Good job by the defense. So move it about a yard. So that'll bring up a 3rd and 4 or 5. Crowd getting into it here, letting the defense know we need to hold them here if we can. Ball spotted at the 34. Chippewa with a tight package there.
Counter.
Yep.
Stay home.
Counter play
I
and
think he got
first
it.
down and then some. He'll pop over the 40-yard line. They'll give him progress out to the 41. First down.
Yeah, you could see that open up right coming our direction there. And that's what I have seen Chippewa do in the past, is really kind of pick away at Hudson with those plays.
Yeah.
And it's maybe 4 or 5 yards a crack. You might get them in a 3rd and 8 or something, but they're eventually going to, if you got to shut that down, and that kind of happens at the second level.
First and 10 here for the Chippewa crew. Again, just kind of inching this down the field right now, working the clock, 2:55 here. Ball at the 42. Von Hayden in that tight formation again. We just saw that last play.
Another counter.
Oh. Boy, nice run. Picked up about 8 on that one. Well, Chippewa right now just kind of punching it up the middle a little bit and able to make some yards there. And if you're them, don't fix it if it ain't broke right now. And they're
executing
chunking away. Yeah,
they're executing what they need to, and the hole is there initially. And if those blockers, if they've got a blocker that can get to the second level and get to a linebacker, they're going to get 5 yards every time. So that's the key, really, is for those guys at the backer position and the safety position to get up there and fill and kind of get in that hole. Another counter.
Second and
time,
2.
Good job that time, but again, still 2-3 positive yards.
Yeah, it's just so tight in there, like you said earlier. It's tough to see where they're going to pop out and just their first down, it looks like. They'll move the chains on the far side. So ball spotted at the 47-yard line. Chippewa makes it over midfield here and into Hudson territory. And you called it earlier, kind of in that last half, but just taking their time, letting the clock run. It's smart by them. They're up by 7. You're in no rush. You've got control of the ball right now. They'll pick up 2 on that one.
The other thing I'm noticing too is Hudson's. If they get penetration, it's usually high, and when you tackle high, it usually ends up with positive yards after that. So in other words, you're trying to spin them and get them down, and they may pick up 2-3 more yards. There's just not a lot of push coming from that defensive line to be able to slow down the runner and hit them low.
Yeah.
And kind of stop any forward progress.
Second and 8 here for the Chippewa Cardinals. 2 with some room. He'll wiggle on down. Again, pick up a first down, it looks like, as he's down at the 36, 37-yard line. Xander Neal having a bang-up game thus far tonight. Again, they'll move the twigs. First and 10 for Chippewa. Third quarter winding down here with 26 seconds left on the clock, and they might be content to just let this one wind out, I would think, if there's time, right?
Yep.
Well, coming up, third quarter trivia, and you've got some other things. We're not, they're going to run to the line quick here. And then take a timeout.
Well, I'm not sure.
Help me out with that,
I'm not
Aaron.
sure the coach had a good handle as to what the play clock was. In other words, how quickly they needed to get a play before.
I was seeing the same thing.
And so they were taking their time over there, and I think everybody, including us, thought, well, they can run the clock out here and not get a penalty. But I'm guessing the coaches on the sidelines asked the referee, and
they
it was
said,
less than 7.1
you better
seconds
do something.
or you're going to get a penalty there. So
still, why do you bring a timeout? Just take the penalty, and then it's first down. I don't know. I'm just a guy in the booth who shows up every once in a while. Yeah.
At least, you aren't going back 5 yards. But right now, I mean, seriously, this quarter is they are leaning on their run game, and they're leaning on their tight interior run game, which mainly is counters. Sometimes it's just a quick hitter with a lead blocker.
Sure.
And Hudson, so far, giving up 3-4 yards a pop.
Yeah, and if you're Chip, you just keep with it. I mean, it's working. No reason to go away from it. And they've got a decent drive on their hands again right now, late in this third quarter. Well, again, coming up, we'll have trivia. Aaron might hit us with some other things, too, if we have time. But, again, a tight game going on here. So
very tight.
Trivia for sure we're going to get to.
Do you need commercials in between the quarters? Or?
No, not today.
Okay.
We're good.
Okay.
Sponsors are all
so between
check.
quarters, we'll just kind of give – I want to give some shout-outs to some kids playing college football
Perfect.
here, some
Great.
Raiders.
Great.
Want to talk a little bit, if I can, about some fall sports, how things are wrapping up there.
Yeah.
We'll get to trivia. But, yeah, tonight we are focused on this football game because it's certainly gone differently than what we anticipated.
100%. First and 10.
Counter again.
Yeah, counter again. They're making some hay on that.
And they're getting that edge, too, again.
Yeah.
So there's 5-6 yards.
Well, do us for the quarter. So
part of it,
flop
and
sides
part of
here.
it is, I mean, I teased about it before, but they're not big guys back there.
Right.
So, but they're fast, and so they are able to squeeze outside the line of scrimmage or outside those linemen.
You don't even see them
before
popping
you know
out.
it, they're
Right.
there. Right. So,
Right.
all right. Let's talk a little bit about Hudson alumni playing at the college level. We have lots of them, so we're going to hit on those tonight.
Love
I think
it.
I've got all the names here, but I'll kind of go from oldest to youngest. So let's start off with big old Cole Goodbow. He's out at Wyoming. I think he's a senior this year. Folks, if you want to look at something spectacular, go. Cole, of course, is in the Valley Cartage commercials we have, arm wrestling Todd Gilbert. So if you want to see who Cole is, that's Cole Goodbow. He had an interception a couple weeks ago against Fresno State that iced that game. He's a D lineman, and it was when I watched the highlight of it and saw him tip it to himself and run down the field, I thought that's fantastic because those guys don't get that opportunity very often. So kudos to him. Cole, good luck with the rest of your season. We talk a lot about Zach Dalton this year, but his big brother Jacob plays at Minnesota State University Mankato, having a fantastic year. He was an all-conference Northern Sun Conference all-conference player last year. I think Jacob's in his last year, so good luck to him. And they are undefeated and ranked this year, so having a good season. Kaiser Heltebrand, former quarterback here in Hudson. Again, all-conference player last year in the WSUC at lacrosse, having a really good season again this year. So, again, keep an eye on those guys. Tyler Stubendick is also at lacrosse. Hurt early in the year, and I'm not sure if he's playing again, but he's on the roster and I know still playing. 3 quick shout-outs to some St. Thomas guys. I was able to watch a little bit of their game the other day against Butler. Dane DeMuth, offensive lineman. We also, are we up here coming up?
Yeah, we're coming up here. We're going to get some play action going. So,
okay.
Second down coming up. Ball out the 30. A little Sweet Caroline playing in the background. Handoff up
Quick
the middle.
hitter, good job that time. Evan Tyler, too, on the defensive side for St. Thomas, having a fantastic year. Shout out to him. Reese Thompson also playing for St. Thomas. So those 3 guys over at, we'll call it Hudson West, playing at St. Thomas for the Tommies. You've got the McDonald boys, Cade McDonald and Will McDonald. Cade's getting some playing time this year for the Badgers. Will's down there. Mateo Bonin is also at Minnesota State Mankato. So Mateo, 2021 grad. That's right, 2020. My son graduated
that's
senior
our
2021.
kid's year. Yeah,
Got to try to remember.
3rd and short here. Chippewa, little pitch.
Get there. Oh, boy.
Boy, got up the middle and picked up enough. First down.
They're
Again,
just running hard, aren't they?
Rambling up the middle right now on us.
A couple of guys at St. Olaf's. Holden Lukens, another 2020 grad. 20. What did I say? 2021 grad.
Yeah, 2021.
Same age as Cade and your son. Holden's playing a lot. Nose tackle at St. Olaf. Johnny Hartwig's there, too.
Johnny.
So shout out to those guys. Troy Bowning at South Dakota, playing receiver there. Ben Forcier, Winona State, still hanging around playing center.
Forcier.
Owen Marnell, Colorado School of Mines.
Let's go, Marnell.
We'll get a
bunch
quick break
of these guys.
here.
Yeah. First down
Again,
here.
taking their time.
Yeah, ball at the 21. Hudson leaning in there. Counter again. Gets out to the outside. That 10, boy, he can scurry, can't he? Wheels on in. Yep. Oh, just shy of the touchdown.
Close.
They'll mark that down at the 1 yard line. Boy, he is something else tonight.
Sam Stockman, he's at UW Oshkosh. If he was a nose tackle. Luke Hagen McIntosh at Gustavus, Peyton Roeder at UW Eau Claire, and Riley Anderson at San Jose City College. So those are the guys we know of that are playing college ball. Kudos to those guys. We need a little Raider mojo here from you guys. So
send us a dose of the mojo.
Going with a jumbo formation back there. Got a big lineman kind of right behind the guards. They're going to follow him. There's your quarterback, Van Hayden, in for the touchdown.
Wow. Outstanding drive by the Cardinals. It's a huge drive, bunch of runs, not going to the air at all during that drive. And then just, 10 with a great run inside the 20. That's Jackson Bolin. And then just right up the middle to end it. Great play by these guys.
Hudson right now just getting beat on both lines of scrimmages. And they're getting pushed around.
Kicks up and good.
And, again, football is a big momentum game. And you could feel the Cardinals start to get some momentum.
Yeah.
Even after that first touchdown, but then number 2 comes.
Man.
They're able to drive down, almost score at the end of the second quarter. They get stopped at the goal line. But really, they've controlled time of possession. They've certainly outgained the Raider offense tonight. So, but again, I have said all year, I don't expect the Hudson defense, even against a lot of teams, to give up more than 21 points, 28 tops.
Yeah.
And here we are in the first round of playoffs against Chippewa, and we've already given up 21 points. So,
well, it is definitely time to start digging deep here. 10:32 on the clock. We're down by two touchdowns, and we need something to happen in this drive for our offense right now. And by something, I mean a touchdown and the extra. Let's get it going.
Yeah, I mean,
it's go mode.
Well, with what we've seen from Chippewa being able to run the football, and they're going to eat the clock, so you really do need points here. Minimally, you have to move the football. I mean, if you get into a situation where you got a punt, potentially you put it in Chippewa's hands to run out the clock here. So
Chip will kick this one to Hudson. Hudson back at the 10 to receive it. 15, 20, 25, runs into his own man, out to the 30, still up and rolling, 33-yard line, 35, 36, all right. Decent field position here for Hudson. Get pulled down at the 36, so.
All right, let's do some quick fall sports updates. Girls volleyball, they're in the playoffs. They had a big win against Spash in 4 sets in the first round of the playoffs. They play Marshfield tomorrow. So good job by them, able to pick up a win in playoffs, and Marshfield tomorrow. Good luck to that team. Girls swim and dive sectionals are the first week in November. The conference championships are next week. Again, they're having a very solid season. Boys soccer, we know they won conference. They've got the first round of regionals, or I'm sorry, they won the first round game in regionals.
Little handoff coming up the middle. Roby, nice room to move. Nice job. Works through a couple. Nice stiff arms.
There we go.
Over the 50. Nice job, Roby. Let's go.
So, soccer 5-0 over Eau Claire North. They play Wausau West tomorrow afternoon, and that's at home.
Soccer is great. Aaron Sparling's one of the Bleacher Creatures. I'm interviewing him pregame. He goes, I hit 4 goals.
Way
right?
to go, Sparling. He works down at Barker's.
Oh my gosh, he's so funny.
He's a little bit of a charmer.
He's a character. Really like that guy.
Roby, nice job. Get a block out there.
There you go. Sorry to interrupt.
And then coming up, so we'll talk about all conference teams. I'll start with the cross country all conference. Hudson with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 out of the 8 kids.
Wow.
On the boys cross country team.
There you go. Hudson up the middle. Nice high stepping.
And they are
first down.
They've got sectionals coming up today and tomorrow.
It's cross
and then
country.
State next week. Brock Berkey,
Let's
Noah
go.
Lawrence,
Let's go,
Odyssey
Berkey.
Haverly, Ethan Ellertson, Zachary Waterman, Ryan Keller, first team all conference. Second team, Theodore Pennycook and Jagger Rodenbush. So they were stacked this year at that
love it.
squad.
Little option out to that far side. Picked up maybe 1 or 2 as he tiptoed out of bounds. Oh, that cross country team, something else. How many people they have going?
On the girls' side, Lila Velchik was a first-team all-conference runner, and Leah Shulkin was a second team. So good job on the cross-country side. For Hudson girls tennis, Anna Runk.
Hold on a hot second. 2nd and 11 here. Keeper. Schulte works his way through traffic. Oh, that's got to be a face mask.
There
I was going to say, this knucklehead in the booth could see that. My gosh, that flag did come in. That'll be our horse collar. Thank you, Jeff.
And then last shout-out on that to the Hudson girls all-conference. They ended up going to state, taking 10th. McKenna Zignago, senior, was, I think, the player of the year in the conference, so good job by her.
Let's go.
Olivia Grosthaus was also on the first team.
Let's go, Olivia.
Lily Geis and Haley Goodman.
Lily. There we go. All right, big play there.
Congratulations to everybody on those teams, and good job this year.
That's awesome. Aaron, thanks for chiming in with all those other sports that we don't cover.
Good
Roby,
stiff
little
arm.
stiff arm over there. Works one out of the way. Picks up 3 or 4. I really do appreciate you saying that because there's a lot of sports. You know, we only cover football during the fall. There's a lot of stuff going on, a lot of great athletes in this school, and so I really appreciate you bringing up all those folks, those stats. 2nd and 7 coming up. Hudson on the move right now. Handoff, got a blocker, cuts upfield. Get over that line. Come on now. Brought down at the 1 yard line.
Jameson that time. He got a good block on that edge by Roby. Plenty of time left. We're still at over 9 minutes. Again, this is a good drive by Hudson. It gives their defense a rest.
Yep.
Get a little momentum here. Let's punch it in, kick it back to them, and shut them down and score again.
Little handoff.
There it is, Jameson.
That's a touchdown by Hudtown. Let's go, boys. Bringing it back to within 7 here. We'll watch a quick replay on that one.
Yep, Aiden Jameson coming in motion there. Got a block on that edge again. I think that's Roby able to give a chip. Gets in there for the score. And again, that's so important just from the standpoint of the defense was out on the field on that long chip drive. Gave an opportunity for those coaches to talk to them and really kind of talk about how we're going to contain that counter and those inside runs. Because
kick up, good.
That's what's been really working for Chip here in this second half.
Yep. Definitely going to need to lean on the defense here. It's just a 9 and a couple, 9 minutes on the clock, and love to see that D come out with a nice stand here, get that offense back out. That was a very nice drive by them, and getting serious about things. You want to do trivia quick? We got time for that? I know this is a wily game tonight.
Yep, we'll do it quick.
So here's our text. Well, I'll put text the booth number up as soon as you get through trivia. So if you haven't played trivia before, super easy. We're going to give you a trivia question. We'll throw the text the booth number up there. First one to hit us with the right answer, you win a 2-topping pizza from Willow River and Carboni's in Burkhart, Wisconsin, just north of town by the Willow River State Park.
Let's see the kickoff here, maybe when they're coming in with the defense out and off the field, we'll make a switch.
Perfect.
We'll do our trivia.
Nice kick down to the 12-yard line, fielded by the Chippewa crew. A little stutter step by him. He'll cut to the outside. That's 10 again, and drug out of bounds and made sure he got out of bounds that time. So trivia by Willow.
Right. So I'm a big Hudson Booster fan. It's been
I do know that.
It's been
yes.
around for a very long time. And let's just talk about some of the things that the Boosters have done over the years. And of course, we know they are the part of Hudson that handles the youth baseball, youth softball, youth football. But they've been around for many, many years, going back into the 1950s. Did you know that they used to have, for throughout the years, of course, one of the things they're known for certainly is fireworks, right?
Nice
so the
tackle.
fireworks
Yep.
are always a big deal.
Yep.
They used to hold an Easter egg hunt, which
Okay.
is a big deal. They used to have ice races, snowmobile races. They used to do boat parades, hydroplane races. They used to do water ski shows. These were all things that the Boosters did as fundraisers, events. A lot of them part of
Yeah.
Booster Days. They used to have a big tug of war. Just all kinds of things. It's a staple of Hudson. It's a staple of Hudson's history, and they've raised millions and millions of dollars over the years for Hudson sports and also different things in Hudson that are
Nice
part of the
stick.
community.
Yep.
So we'll keep it short. The Hudson Boosters weren't always called the Hudson Boosters.
Yep.
They were called something else when they were incorporated. What was the original name of the Hudson Boosters?
If it's Buena Vista, I'm going to die laughing.
It's not.
Text the booth, hit us up. You got the answer to that one.
All
Third.
right, we need a big stop here.
Let's go defense. Make some noise, crowd. Let's get it going. Big play here. 3rd and 4. Chippewa just letting that clock roll. Up by 7. Von Hayden gets under center. They get set. Counter
No
coming.
way, baby.
Nothing doing. Bring him back and toss him down.
Sam Dickman with
Let's
the tackle.
go, Sammy.
That time they closed that gap. Defense holds, so we get the football back.
This one here.
That's not right. Nope.
Okay, quarterback club was guessed. That is incorrect.
Yeager back to receive the punt.
Happened in 1954. That's correct.
All right, Southside Boosters, you are correct. I'm going to go to there was
The
two that
Southside Boosters
came in real quick.
So it's interesting. We got North Hudson and obviously Hudson. And I'm assuming that's probably where that name came from, was the Southside Boosters. So they were incorporated in 1954. And again, over the years, they've done so many different things, both fundraisers and different things for the community.
Yeah.
Obviously, thousands of kids have gone through their programs.
Huge deal.
Still hold the Booster Days. And I'll have a funny story on that too. I just want to tell you because it's a quote from a very good guy that I know that's part of the Boosters.
Little handoff, picked up.
Roby up the middle that time.
1 or 2 on that one.
So John Herring, been in the Boosters for many, many years. I think he started in 1974. He was their treasurer for many years. They just named the Cratley Fields in North Hudson after John Herring, so they're now the John Herring Fields.
Back to pass.
Back to pass.
Oh,
Good
some pressure. Runs out of the pocket to the near side here. Chucks it downfield.
Oh, I think that's a
Caught.
catch.
Yeah. Come on. Give it to him at the 40. Let's see what the
they're
call
saying
is.
he's
No, out of bounds. Out of bounds.
Fans don't like that. That was a call from a long ways away. Thought maybe the back judge should have made that call.
I was thinking the same. What's this guy over here doing?
Anyway, funny story. We'll wait till after this play here.
This
Hudson
is
with
tense.
a 3rd and 11
Big
here.
play here. 3rd and 9, actually. Ryland rolls out to the far side. Looks upfield. Got a guy. Bobbled. I don't know if they'll give him that one. We'll see if it touched the ground or not.
They're giving it to him.
They are.
Both referees, they're calling it a catch.
There we go. Good
Little
grab.
bit behind him. I think was that Jameson that time?
Looked like it. Nope, waving it off now. 3rd guy comes in and says, no bueno.
Oh, boy, I don't know. It was behind him. Looked like it bobbled, and when he came down, his back was on the ground. Thought maybe he caught it.
I could, well, I was going to say I could maybe rewind that, but.
So at the Easter egg hunt one year at the Booster Days, the winner of the whoever found a special egg at the Easter egg hunt got a real pony. So
Who
they
doesn't
gave away
want a pony?
Exactly.
That's awesome. There you go, out of bounds
So
at
they
the
gave
40.
away a real pony. So
wow,
could you imagine?
Rotary's
Go there,
giving
you're
away a
expecting
Mustang, and
your kids to get candy or maybe a little quarter or something, and you end up winning a pony.
I could just see Cade coming home with the pony. Dad, guess what? I won the pony. You and Shanna.
Yeah. Shanna would probably love it.
Really?
Yeah.
I love that. Well, a 3 and out by the offense there, not what we were looking for. 6:02 left to go in the fourth quarter. It's getting serious right now for Hudson. They need to stop Chip again, and we need to get that offense moving upfield and putting some points on the board here. It's getting late in this game. 6:02 here. Chip with it right now. Ball at the 40. Handoff. Makes his way past that first level. Missed that tackle. Picked up about 8 or 9 on that one. Just inside the 50. So just about to the midfield marker. Second and 2 coming up.
Yeah, I mean,
grinding runs here right now.
And they're going to keep doing that.
Yeah.
I mean, I think right now they feel like they can feel that the Hudson offense has struggled. If they can keep moving the football, even if they don't score here, they're able to at least pin Hudson deep in their own territory. 5:19 left.
Second and 2 here. Another handoff going up the middle.
stuff that
Nice stick. They'll hit him for a loss. So I think they'll just mark it a net none, but maybe give him a half a yard there. So 3rd and 1 coming up. Again, they need to get to the 50 for that first down. Nice hit.
Yep, Stigler and Dickman.
What's the time that they have to run? Is it 25 seconds?
I think it's 35.
35 seconds. Okay, so and you bet they're going to be running all of that, I would think, right? Each play. Again, about a yard to go here, maybe a yard and a half.
Formation right there. Oh, good job.
Oh, they had him in the backfield. There's a flag down. I think he got a face mask on him.
He did too. He just put his hand up trying to pull the runner down. Oh, he's shaking his head. That was unfortunate because he blew that play up.
He did.
Really, all he was trying to do was find something to grab a hold of. And
personal foul, face mask, defense.
You know,
isn't there a difference between an intentional and right?
There is in other levels of football.
Okay.
And unfortunately, you know, that wasn't malicious. He didn't try to pull him down with it. He just got a hand on it. But that's really unfortunate right there, but because that certainly was a tackle for loss, and that would have brought up 4th down.
Well, 1st and 10 after that penalty is assessed. They'll move the chains. And ball down at the 43. Chip over the midfield line here. 4 and some change, the clock ticking, and again, they are in no rush. Counter play again, that's Bolin with it. Number 10 for them.
Like I said, I've been really impressed with the quarterback tonight for Chippewa. Not rushing things. He's certainly taken his time. You know, they've had a couple of, I think one delay a game. They probably had to take a timeout because of another time situation, but you can tell he's not rattled up there.
Yeah.
He's got his team under control, making sure they're set, making sure they're executing. And Coach Reykjavik, he knows he just wants to control clock.
Yep.
Right now it's control clock. It's on Chippewa's side.
Yeah.
So Hudson here with a 2nd and 8. Again, I think you're going to see a couple runs. And then ultimately, you know, they may decide, depending if it's 4th and manageable or 4th and short, they may go for it just to be able to keep eating that clock.
Yeah. Well, 35 seconds a crack. I mean, do the math. You pick up another first down or two, and that could be all she wrote. Well, need the defense to help the offense out here and get them back on the field. A huge defensive stand would be timely right now.
One of the other things Chippewa's done a good job of tonight is controlling the football. I mean, they haven't put the ball on the ground.
Yeah, I agree. No turnovers for them.
We had one turnover late in that first half that was just kind of it was an interception that they ended up fumbling, but the clock ran out. Oh, reverse.
Little reverse coming this way. He's got a ton of room, too, over the 40, the 35, the 30, down inside the 30. Huge play.
Huge call.
Huge play.
That was completely caught the defense off guard, and we just talked about it. They're just going to try to run the clock, right? Well, heck, all of a sudden they run a little reverse. This side of the field was wide open.
Ton of room here. So ball spotted at the 28 now. That was a big first down for the Chippewa crew. First and 10 inside the 30. Chippewa again. Handoff, ball down. Oh, my goodness. Boy, this could be the break we needed late in this one. 3:20 to go. We'll see what they say. The refs moseying on in here. Hudson signaling it's our ball.
Hudson.
Wow, there we go. Hudson ball, a big, big play. You want to replay that?
If you can. So that just looked like a muffed handoff. They didn't get a good handle on it. Huge break for Hudson. Maybe I cursed them when I said all of a sudden they've been handling the football, but
here it comes.
That was just a bad exchange right there. You can see it bounce off. I think that might have been Holden down there. So Hudson with an opportunity here to go down and tie this game up.
Wow, that is exactly what we needed. Whoever was sending up those prayers, we needed all those.
And there's
Hudson
plenty
with a chance
of time.
here to...
So again, no reason to go crazy running. It's just not working tonight. Those plays aren't working.
Well, that's Yeager out to the far side and does not get out of bounds. Clock will continue to click. Loss of 4. 2nd and 14 for Hudson. Schultz drops back, quick pass, caught, nice job. Out to the 33-yard line.
We haven't seen a lot of Ross Yeager in the passing game since Tyler Lassard's been back, but if you remember early in the year, he was very solid in there.
Yeah, 100%.
Good hands.
Big third down here. Again, that hurry-up offense by Hudson.
Get a block. Get out
Got
on
to
that
get
edge.
around the corner here.
Very close, I
we'll
think.
see what they do. See where it's spotted.
Yeah,
it's
it
going
looks
to
like
be
they're going to give it to him.
first down. Here we go. Let's go, Hudson. They'll move the chains on the far side. The clock is stopped as he rolled out of bounds here. Oh, my goodness. We need an oxygen tank up in the booth all of a sudden here. It's
Easy for you to say.
getting tense. Holy my. Chucked over to the far side.
Nice. Got some
Roby
blockers.
got a couple blockers out front.
There
Roby
you go.
along the edge. Nice job over the midfield marker. Roby out at, I think they're going to mark him out at the 50-ish. Check that 49. So just shy of the first down.
That was a nice design. Ryland Schultz took his time, delivered the ball on target. A couple of good blockers on that left side.
The Raiders on the move right now. 2nd and 1. Hudson at midfield. Ryland, keeper. Ryland works his way through traffic. Still running. A little shake and bake by him. Blown up, though, late. There's the flags. Yeah, I was like, what the heck? Wow, Ryland, good hard running.
Yeah, again, tackled high and just somebody grabbed him around the helmet.
You got a Chippewa Falls player down. Hudson Studi section letting them know you can't do that. Again, 2:05. Oh, my goodness. So that'll be a 15-yard penalty?
Yes.
Okay. So that'll – and is that from the spot of the foul?
Personal foul.
Yep. From where the ball's at right there.
All right. That's a huge play. So they'll move that ball down to the 30-yard line is what I'm hearing in my headset.
So, again, 2:05 left. Hudson with a couple of timeouts. So
now you don't get cute with this. You're just trying to score get a touchdown, right?
Well,
and work the clock too for the tie.
You gotta. That's
right.
I don't know. I mean, you know.
You know what I'm saying, right?
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, you're more likely gonna stick with what gives you the best opportunity to put points on there. You got to get in the end zone first.
Jaeger, get around that side. Get a block for him. There you go. Cut up field. Picked up about 4 on that last push. Clock is running, though. 1:50. 2nd and 6. Ball at the 26-yard line.
Yep, clock ticking. So
offense in full
keep
go
an eye on
mode.
it.
Schultz with it. Option. Pitches it over. Got a block. Cuts upfield to about the 20. That's going to be close to a first down.
It looks like it's a little short, so the clock's going to keep rolling. They're not going to call that a first down. Still 1:22 left. Again, plenty of time. Couple of timeouts here for Hudson yet.
1:18 to go. Schultz got a guy over to the far side. That's Roby. Roby cuts upfield.
Got enough for
first
the first down.
Yep. So they'll stop the clock for that or no?
They do. Just to move the chains.
Well, the clock has
no,
not
they're
stopped.
calling him short. He's short.
Okay. I was wondering why that clock kept running. We're inside of a minute, and it's rolling right now. Boy, it is getting down to the nail-biting time right now. 48 seconds to go. Still looking at the sidelines. Fans getting a little,
here, Coach.
little reckless. Quick snap. This is a 4th down, by the way.
He caught it.
Got it. At the
nice
11.
play that time.
Oh, my gosh. I can't hardly breathe up here. Come on.
Again, 34.3 seconds. We got a player coming out for Chippewa. But I don't know if they called a timeout. The trainer just kind of came out onto the field. So that should be an official timeout. I'm not sure.
Yep.
Why they didn't call that.
Hudson with 2 timeouts to go. Clock fired
Vincent
right back up.
With that catch.
30 seconds. Keeper.
Schultz
with room. Schultz brought down
right,
at the
25 seconds here.
Gotta call a timeout, boys. There you go. So timeout call. 23.5 seconds to go. Well, you talk about a wily finish here. It is coming down to the seconds right now. 23.5 seconds to go. Ball literally on the 4-yard line. It's all about the clock right now, really. I mean, it's 2nd down and 2, but it doesn't really matter. It's all about the clock right now.
Yeah.
Hudson just took one of their 2 timeouts, so we have 1 timeout remaining. Again, 23.5 seconds to go. Ball on the 4.
Yeah, and so with that timeout, it provides you the liberty of being able to run the football here if you want to run it.
Yep.
But you need to be prepared. You're going to probably call a timeout, and then it's most likely it's going to have to be pass plays, because at that point, you know, if you don't make it, you got to be able to throw it away or kill the clock.
Yeah.
So
crowd getting into it right now. Everybody hunkered in right now. Schultz pitches it on over. Roby.
Nothing there.
Roby's still fighting, and he's out of bounds.
They're going to call him out.
Yep, so the clock stops. 16 seconds here. Picked up a half-a-yard ball at the 3.
Again, just Chippewa flowing to the football. That time coming up with a punch. But fortunately, Roby out of bounds there. So a couple plays yet here. 3rd down.
Yeah, so you got time for 2, right, with 16 seconds.
You do.
Here we go. Keeper. Schultz looking to get in. Crunched again. Got to call the timeout quick. So that'll be shy of a first down as well. But 10 seconds to go on the clock. Everybody breathe. Just breathe. Just inhale, exhale, breathe. Wow, what a barn burner this has turned into at the end. Holy cow. Well, I guess it's playoff time, right? So let's let's get the heart condition started. Oh man, well that's unfortunate we didn't pick up the first down because with 10 seconds to go, maybe you had two tries at it, but fourth down.
The thing is, if you get a first down at this point, you're really going to have to. If you don't score and you get a first down, yes, it does stop the clock temporarily.
It's just temporarily though, right?
But then you got to be set and ready to go.
Ready to go.
So,
yep, got it.
I mean, really, right now, the coaches probably talked about one play, and I think it's got to be a pass play. Frankly, I think it's got to be Ryland Schultz rolling out. If he doesn't have anything, he's got to run the football.
Here we go. Schultz with it now. Schultz.
Oh, no. Goodness
Sacked.
gracious. Right up the middle.
That's the game.
Even touched him. Wow. Number 52 came in there. Braden Hagman.
A huge upset here in Hudson. Huge upset. Untouched up the middle. Got a hold of Schultz, and down he goes. A sack to end this one with 6.7 seconds to go, and the Cardinals are going to head back to Chippewa, advance into the next round. My goodness.
Yeah, I mean, they've controlled the line of scrimmage all night. I mean, offensively running the football. We saw it in the second half, how much time they ate up. And granted, Coach Reykjavik knew I don't need to score a lot of points. I just need to be able to control the football. They were able to keep Hudson's offense in check. The pass game became pretty much obsolete once Tyler Lassard went out.
Yep.
And again, this is always a really tough matchup for Hudson for whatever reason.
Yeah.
It's a well-coached team. They came in tonight. They went back to some of the old school stuff that they're really good at. And you know that they're teaching that at the younger ages. So even though they might not do it on a regular basis during the year, hey, guys, we're going to go back to the old offense, the double wing, and we're going to run this thing.
Right.
Tight, bunched in. And, and then, defensively, they're not big, but they fly around. They make plays.
Yeah. They have been flying tonight, all night long. They made some great
calls. We saw them pick up a big first down down here to eat some clock, which on a reverse, that was a blitz call or a stunt that got that guy right in there basically unblocked. So,
just a huge upset by the Chippewa team coming into Hudson tonight. A number 1 seed taken out by a number 4 and
number 8.
Number 8. Sorry, number 8 taken out of number 1. That's goes without saying, huge upset.
They were an 8 seed, so certainly not the way that if you're Hudson and I don't think they overlooked them simply because this is always a tough matchup for Hudson.
I agree.
I know the coaches would have had the kids on track
for
that.
Oh, yeah.
I also know that, again, it's a team you played earlier in the year. Yeah, you were down some people, but you didn't beat them by much.
That's right.
They scored 13 points,
That's right.
and they got 8 on you late. So it wasn't like a blowout, right?
I'll tell you what, I overlooked them. I came into this game thinking, next, right? Thinking what's going to be next week.
Right.
To be honest with you, and hats off to this Chippewa team. They played a heck of a game. They came here with a game plan, and they executed really well. So hats off to those guys. Great game by them.
This is always a hard thing to do, but we always have to recognize our seniors, and this was an extremely deep group of seniors. Lots of kids on this team, leaders on this team. I want to just call them out one by one. I'm going to go through the roster here.
Please do.
So Jack LeBlanc, Ryland Schultz, Brennan Nelson, Ben Stigler, Sam Dickman, Hunter Schertz, Robert Henning, Zach Dalton, Justin Roby, Jacob Hasapopoulos, Jonathan White, Aiden Tempering, Spencer Bonasinski, Landon White, Lyndon Coleman, Ross Yeager, Kean Scott, Ethan Hines, Jack Kantak, Colton Schwartz, Owen McKinnon-Hatera, Caleb Schock, Sam LeBlanc, Caleb Coffey, Jake Arnovic, Michael Betts, Vaughn DeMuth, Ethan Jensen, Vincent Laganol, Jack Strong, Jacob Stoles, James Bauer, Isaac Blyle. It's hard when you're a senior to play that last game. Not everybody's going to win that last game.
That's right.
and it doesn't really sink in right now. And for these parents, probably it sinks in a little bit. You know, they get it. But, boy, it's an empty feeling, especially when you had high expectations, especially when you had such a great year, led by those seniors.
You bet, 100%.
Congratulations to them on a really good season. Again, high school football. There's momentum, there's upsets, and that's why you play. So.
Yep, that is why you play. Well, I didn't think I'd be saying thank you guys for joining me for a great season, guys, but here we are. This is it. This is it until hockey fires up for me, and I really appreciate all your help in the booth, Aaron. You've been great as always to work with, so thank you for everything.
It's been fun. I had a great year. This was one of the more fun years, and again, I don't think any of us expected it to end like this.
No.
But there was never, to me tonight, there was never where I felt like Hudson got on firm ground, right? It seemed like they were always kind of playing on their heels, not really getting any rhythm. The defense kind of stabilized things for a while, but offensively, just nothing was working.
Yeah, I agree.
So,
well, again, Aaron, thanks again for all that you do for this show. You're a huge part of it. Jeff Tierstig on the camera. I can't tell you how many compliments I get from your filming that you do. It's great.
Do you want to? I think we got one last Jonesy's player of the game.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm going to give it to a senior. Again, another linebacker. I thought he was real active, especially in the first half. Goes to Zach Dalton. So Zach Dalton is the Jonesy's player of the game for the last game this year for your Hudson Raiders, who finished the year at, was their record 9-2?
9-2.
9-2.
Heck
again,
of
a solid season. Hurts to lose to a division rival, but hey, we'll be back next year. And
100%. Well, thanks as always for tuning in to Raider Streaming and the River Channel. Like you said, we'll be back next year. Raider Streaming and the River Channel will be back in action for boys and girls hockey coming up. If you're interested in hockey, we're actually streaming. We've got a grand opening over at Hudson Hockey Association, the 2 new rinks that have been redone. So we'll be over there tomorrow night, Jeff and I, with Andy Halverston, calling the Lawrence and Hamlin college game. Again, thank you for joining us for football season this year. Hats off to all the seniors. We're going to miss you guys. Thanks for tuning in.